T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Hello, lovely people. I hope you're well. Welcome back to another, Tuesday night live show with Team Kop-Ish. As always, when we get behind the mic, please make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. Got a few topics to get through tonight. They do center around a certain Fluminense midfielder who we, as a fan base, have been high on. As a team, we've been linked with since August. However, there could be competition on the horizon to capture the highly regarded Andre. Also looking at potential alternatives if he were to go to another team, and also looking at the midfield situation. Man like Matt, how you doing, brother?
Not too bad, bro. But at the same time, still kind of... In fact, no, that's a bit of a lie. I'm annoyed.
Oh, I'm furious about...
Yeah, I'm annoyed. Because especially...
Last night, yeah.
Yeah, the game from last night, when you think to ourselves, I mean, don't get me wrong, we wouldn't have been top. We would have been second, I think, on 26 points. But...
It's a point.
It's another 2 points, isn't it? That we should have had, isn't it? But if you don't turn up for the games, bro, this is what happens, isn't it? Can't just turn up and expect to win a game.
Very true. Very true. I don't know, man. That Luton game was one of the most frustrating games we've done, in my opinion, since we become a channel. No, it's up there with the Leicester in the quad season and
so frustrating, bro.
Some of the COVID games. That was up there, man. That was rough. That was really, really rough. We should have really put them to the sword. And again, no disrespect to Luton. I thought they played really well, considering their limitations on their squad, etc. But
yeah,
we should have been putting them away, man. Should have been putting them away. Trying to ask you a question. It was on the Klopp and the players. The players let him down, but he also let them down a little bit with regards to the team he selected and the tactics he employed as well. So it's on all of them. Every single one of them. It's on all of them. Like Klopp, Linders, the players, barring maybe a handful of players like Elliot, Diaz, Virgil, Ali, and Gravenberch. Yeah, that's where I see it, man. We can't be losing points like that, especially if we want to call ourselves a team that's in the title race. Especially when teams around us lose as well. Like Arsenal lost, and
Arsenal lost, Tottenham lost, Man City won. And obviously and that's the top four at the moment, innit? Because it goes City, then it goes Spurs, then it goes Arsenal. No, Arsenal, I think. But either way, it don't really matter us Arsenal because we're level on points. But bro, it's just missed opportunities like that could come back to haunt you at the end of the season. And you know when you kind of sit there, you always sit there and go, hopefully it won't. I kind of feel like I already know it always does because
it always does.
You've dropped points. It's gonna affect you. It just might not affect you straight away. So yeah, man.
One thing I do want to say about the forward line. Obviously, they were all off it on Sunday.
Yeah.
But if I'm not mistaken, if you actually go through and look at our season so far, they, as a collective, they've actually saved us way more than they've let us down this season, if I'm going to be honest. And they've probably been bailing us out in games that we shouldn't even have won potentially, given performances and all that. So again, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, these lot are dead. Like, don't want to see any of these lot again. They were poor at the weekend. Every single one of them were poor. But I don't want to have the narrative either. Yeah, it does. But this is my point. If your forwards are misfiring, then your tactics need to come in and someone needs to. Your tactics are what should bail you out. It should be one or the two. Yeah. Either your players bail you out because the tactics aren't good on the day, or your tactics bail you out because the players aren't good on the day. But when they're both wrong, you get results like that. And we were lucky to get a draw at the end. We were really lucky to get a draw in the end.
No,
that game should have been so comfortable. We should have been so clear.
It's mad because you look at our rivals and they're all going to dismantle Luton. I hate to say it, like, no disrespect, but they were all. I think Spurs already beat Luton, didn't they? They've already played them.
Yeah.
I don't think Arsenal have, and I don't think City have. But when they do, I'm expecting them to win, and that's not disrespect. I'm just expecting them to win.
Yeah. Same.
Something that we should have done ourselves. It feels like a loss because of the team.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I saw Nelante's comment. I feel the exact same, bro. Like,
bro,
feels like a loss. It does feel like a loss.
Yeah, it does. It does.
That's another thing. The Luton fans, obviously, we can't listen to the sound as it's happening, guys, because obviously we can't have the sound come through our microphones, etc. But yeah, the chants and all that, man. Like,
I've only heard. Yeah.
How many times did the club have to write in about this? Like, how many clubs are going to have this chant? We write a statement. The FA say, "Oh," or the Premier League go, "Yeah, we're acknowledging it," but do nothing about it. Like, how many times is this going to happen? Because I'm not being funny. You've got cameras all over stadiums now. Find the perpetrators, find their seat numbers, and ban them from the games. Like, it's pretty simple as a fix, right? I don't get why there's this whole hoo-ha about it. Like, if you can find with all those cameras who are the people chanting, and you say, right, you were chanting this, we've got you, here's the video evidence, you're banned from the stadium, you're banned from football matches for 2 years, I guarantee you will stop.
Yeah, for real.
It's ridiculous.
That's the thing. Like, you gotta really show that you mean it in terms of punishment. Like, you see the people that get caught, them ban them for life.
Yeah.
That will stop them. Do you know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying?
You know what? I've seen some shouts about people saying deduct points from Luton or deduct points from teams that do it. I disagree with that because those aren't players doing that.
Exactly.
That's the players doing that. That's the fans.
Yeah, that's the fans. It's different.
Punish the fans for doing that. Don't punish the players for doing that, because 3 points for Luton could be the difference between staying up and going down, and that's not fair on the players, the management, the staff, or the fans who aren't involved in the shenanigans. Punish the people who are doing the wrong. Don't punish everyone around them. Punish the people that are doing the wrong. You're right. 2 years is lenient. A lifetime ban. Like, you're singing songs about disasters and tragedies. Like, what are we doing here?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
When did it become popular?
I just don't understand what I don't know, man. Like, I'm so glad I'm not built like that, where like I've been at a football game and like my brain says, like, I know I'm gonna chant about something where tragedies happened. Like that, I just don't understand why. Bro, I just find it weird that your brain even goes there. That says something about you, that you're willing to even say things like that, bro. I'll be honest, like, that's just a lot. It's crazy to me. Crazy, bro.
It's very sad, man. And again, my heart always goes out to the people who were affected by Hillsborough. But when you hear those chants, it's like, it's even worse, man. Like, it's really like it's sickening, to be honest. Like, if I had tragedy in my family and then like every week someone's mocking me about it, I'm gonna kick off. Like, I'm gonna be furious about it. So yeah. You're right, bro. Lifetime ban. And we'll see how quickly they stop doing it.
Exactly, bro.
But yes, let's get into the first topic.
Yeah.
So news broke today that Fulham are leading the chase to sign Andre, and Arsenal are also another club really pushing for this one. Now, straight away, as Liverpool fans, we go, Fulham. They can't sign a player over Liverpool. We're Liverpool, big bad Liverpool. But I think sometimes you've got to dress it down a little bit. For me, it's not a guarantee to say, yeah, we're just gonna get him over Fulham, because the player could be looking at playing time, development, future goals, etc. Like, you only have to look at someone like a Bellingham. He could have gone to Man United, decided not to, went to Dortmund. Look how his trajectory's gone. You look at other players, they've gone on the continent. Like Sancho is another one, built up a good little reputation. Obviously, it hasn't worked out for him at United, but you've seen these players moving. Cole Palmer's another one at the moment.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer, like he's doing his thing at the moment. Like, he didn't have to leave Man City, he chose to leave Man City. So sometimes you have to take a step sideways or a step down before you jump on the trampoline and go to the next level. Do you think Fulham have a better chance of getting them than us?
What's
No.
going on,
What's going on?
What's going on? The only reason I say no is because, if I'm not mistaken, last summer Fulham were in for him before, or it might have even been last January, and basically they made an offer and he turned them down. Reportedly, he had a chance to go there. Now obviously there it seems like they've stuck with the whole, we want to see if we can get him, because they're worried about Paulina potentially leaving, even though Paulina signed a new deal. But I think they kind of realized that Paulina obviously wants new terms while he's there. He was on the verge of going to Bayern Munich, but it fell through. I do think Bayern will go back in for him. So they're thinking, can we still get him?
So I'd cut you, Matt. So do you think they'll go back in for him in January as in Paulina?
Bayern Munich, yeah.
Yeah, you do.
I think yeah.
Hold that there for a sec. So I get what you're saying, but could Fulham not be forward planning and thinking, right, let's get Andre in now, and we might lose Paulinho in the summer, but at least Andre has been here and acclimatized for the last 6 months, as opposed to bringing him in the summer to be a direct replacement, similar to what we did with Diaz and Mane.
Oh, that's what I meant. So,
sorry.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. I should have explained. So, Fulham are anticipating buying going in for Paulinho in January.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I think Fulham are stepping up their interest for Andre in January, because they're thinking, just in case we lose him, we got my man. But even if Paulinho doesn't go in the winter, he could potentially still go in the summer. Andre will be there, acclimatized, ready to tear. My only hope is that, from a lot of Brazilian reporters have come out and said over the lot, like even when we were linked to him quite heavily, they did say like he badly wants to go to Liverpool. Like it's not like, because they said he's had other proposals, but it's the Liverpool one that he really, really feels like he wants to go there. Obviously, we got a Brazilian contingent. Do we still have a Brazilian contingent? I mean, Fabinho's gone. We got Alisson. Is it just Ali now?
I feel like there's one more.
We got Pitaluga.
Yeah, Alisson, Pitaluga.
Is there not other full?
No, I don't think
there isn't. Is there?
No.
Damn, we need to get some more Brazilians in there, because we lost Bobby and we lost Fabinho. It's not the same. Anyway, but yeah, right. It's just right. Yeah, it's just
it's mad, isn't it?
Right. Okay.
We
cool.
We almost had a Brazilian spine at one stage.
Yeah, I can't say contingent anymore. It's just Brazilians. We just got the Brazilian spice there still.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is this: year they'll try and get him, but I'm not worried about Fulham. I'm more worried about Arsenal. I'm more worried about other teams that could be sniffing around, like a Barcelona or Newcastle. Like, put it like this: because he's now won the Copa Libertadores and he played well in that tournament.
I'm glad you said it, because I've been butchering that for days.
I'll swear. Basically, what I'm saying is this. We have to make sure we've done our groundwork, though. And I even remember when it might have been the chairman or the chief executive of their team kind of said, like, oh, I told Liverpool if they want him, they know the price they need to pay in January. And you know how we work, innit? Sometimes we don't really worry about other teams because we've done our groundwork and we feel confident we're going to get the player. In this instance, I do feel confident we're going to get the player. However, this is football. Anything can happen, but I'm confident. I'm confident. What about you, though?
Honestly, I don't. maybe it's a bit of PTSD for me, but I feel as though whenever we're linked with a player for this long, it never really pans out how we hope it does.
Nah, bro.
I think the history kind of shows that we kind of do our movements in silence. So for me, this feels like a bit of a smokescreen for something else potentially. But another thing as well, and again, maybe I'm missing something here. Am I not right in saying that there was an actual price that we put in for in the summer, but there's a new release fee that kicks in January? But I'm not. But so if that's the case, then the whole Liverpool know the price to pay or something almost becomes redundant, because if there's a release clause, we'd know about the release clause, and there's no need for negotiating.
Well,
so
there was reports saying that there was a release clause in the summer, there was a release clause summer just gone.
Which was like 40, which was like
40, but then
and now January is like 20.
Yeah, or 25 or something. But I don't know how true that is. I don't know whether they're gonna want more. But put like this, bro. I think he's more than Nah, Jamie, I don't think he did. I would say he turned it down in the summer. Actually, Jamie's kind of got a point. He said he would stay at Fluminense and finish his mission. So he kind of did turn it down. If that's, you're right, Jamie, in that regard. You're right, he did. But from what I've heard, he's also very, very open to leaving in January and playing for Liverpool. So, yeah.
Okay, another team that's been mentioned is Arsenal. Now,
yes, we need to be wary of them.
I was going to say, Arsenal usually do good business in January. Last January, like Trossard has been a really good player for them. Like, really good. Jorginho was meant to have been a cover for Partey and Rice. However, seems to be playing way more than they probably hoped he would. Arsenal are going to spend this January, especially if they're in the top four and like fight within 5 to 10 points of City. They're going to spend. Like, they're just going to do it. Do you think they have a chance of getting him ahead of us?
They do, because they're an attractive proposition, because they're on the up. They're doing well. They have Gabriel Magalhaes.
Could probably still be in the Champions League by then.
Exactly.
As well.
They got Gabriel Magalhaes. They got Martinelli.
Jesus.
They got Jesus. They got a contingent there, what we used to kind of have.
That's a shout. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and they've obviously got a manager who's doing well for himself as well. Stocks are high. Arsenal will probably try and get him, because you got to look at the party situation as well. Every single week, you look at the news, parties being linked to Saudi and X, Y, and Z. So
always injured as well. Yeah,
he's always injured. I do think if they can upgrade on him, they will go for someone like Andre. I think they will be arguably our biggest rivals for his signature. My only hope is that the groundwork was enough, but you can't take that for granted, because, like we just said, we just named 3 Brazilian players that play for Arsenal. They're playing well, living in obviously the whole living in London aspect. You can't take that away as well. Like you said, kind of doing one in the Champions League. They are someone who could potentially get him ahead of us, and that would be. Yeah, I don't want to think about it, but yeah, it could be a problem. It could be a problem.
Who, in your opinion, needs him more, Liverpool or Arsenal?
Liverpool.
Why'd you say that?
Because they have in that position. He, in my opinion, is being brought in to be a ball playing DM, not a destroyer, but a ball playing DM who can destroy. There's a difference. Whereas, like you would say, Caicedo is a destroyer, then a ball playing midfielder, so to speak. Andre, in my opinion, is the opposite. Ball playing midfielder, but can destroy. Very, very good attributes to do both. And I think the way dare I say it, he's not as combative or as good as destroying as Lavia, but the playing style in a sick kind of way is kind of similar, because Lavia likes to dribble a lot and very press resistant. That's kind of like Andre, but I just think maybe Lavia is just got a little bit more defensive nous. But I think we need it more, because if you look at the way how we set up, everybody knows Liverpool's sort of Achilles heel is having someone who can just help that back four. And what's so mad is that if you put him in the 6 and you free up McAllister, it's a game changer for Liverpool. But there's someone that you can rely on. Yes, he might not be able to sniff out danger as well as Paulinho, or maybe even a Caicedo, but he's more than good enough. And not only that, he's a ball playing midfielder because he can play the 8 as well, which I think is nothing short of something that you can never be annoyed about, and that's being a multifunctional player. So,
all right, one more. Big up yourself, Drift. I'll come to you real quick, bro. Just give me one sec.
Yeah.
So you mentioned about the DM situation. Now, just to play devil's advocate, could you not argue that Arsenal could turn around and say to him, well, you don't have to be a DM here. You can rotate between being a DM and a box-to-box midfielder, because let's be real, the left-hand side of their midfield, unless Rice is playing there and Partey is playing central, is absolute, like, I mean, it's like horse poo mixed with dog doo-doo and cat wee. It's terrible. Like Havertz on the left, Fabio Vieira ain't doing his thing. Like they need someone on that left-hand side. Like Xhaka was doing his thing last season, which is why they had quite a lot of success. This season, it's been absolutely atrocious. And given that in his system that he's playing currently at Fluminense, he's not a 6, he's more in a pivot. Could you not argue that that may appeal to Andre more, the fact that he wouldn't have to be restricted in a role and he'd actually be able to maybe play more of his natural game?
Well, here's the thing. If you watch where he plays for Fluminense, it's not like he just sits back. He does a bit of everything. He's that.
No, that's
good,
what I'm saying. Would that not suit him more than playing 6 for Liverpool potentially?
Well, funny you say that. The way how I think Jurgen Klopp sees our number 6 is he wants our number 6 to be involved in build up as much as possible. And even though you are the 6, you're supposed to cut a danger. He also doesn't mind his 6 taking a few risks as well. I've seen it even from McAllister. Or maybe it's the restrictions on McAllister, where it's just like, well, I know you can't just full out destroy, so go and do what you're best at. When you've got the ball, go and make things happen. If you got to go past one of the midfielders, as long as one of them drops back, you know what I mean? You use your brain. So, bro, I think Andre will look at Liverpool and go, it just makes sense. Like, sometimes it's not always about where you're going to play straight away. Like, things can change, but I reckon he'll look at that and go, if I'm Andre, I would look at that and go,
he is Andre.
Exactly. He's Andre. And not only that, I can get into that Liverpool midfield straight away because they got a vacant 6 there. He knows McAllister's not 6. He can play the 6 better than McAllister. He'll go play there, frees up McAllister. It frees us up. It gives us more options. Don't get me wrong. Like I said before, Arsenal will always be a threat because of how well they're doing, the players that they have, and the football that they're playing. However, we shouldn't also diminish ourselves because we are Liverpool. We are on the up as well. Pause. And not only that, things are just going to get better and better. And the way how we are playing up until late was very, very good. We're still a very, very attractive proposition. So I'm expecting us to still go in for Andre. I'll be shocked if we don't, personally.
Yeah, dude, drift welcome to the show, brother. Andre, have you kept up with the Andre situation today? Do you know much about it?
Oh, if there's anything new today, I haven't heard any new developments today. Oh, other than Fulham are interested. That's the only thing.
So Fulham and Arsenal seem to be the 2 teams that are also interested. So I'll ask you the same question I asked Matt. Do you think those 2 clubs potentially have a better chance of getting him than us?
No, there's only one club on the planet at the moment, in England, should I say, that I think beat Liverpool for a player if Liverpool really want the player, and that's Man City. I don't think we are in a worse position to sign a player over any of the other teams.
Not necessarily prestige though, in terms of integrating the player, how the player might want to be at the club. Again, Matt made some good points there regarding the Brazilian contingency there that's already there at Arsenal. Edu, again, could be another factor as director of football. Do you not think Arsenal have a chance at all, considering obviously they're in Champions League as well?
They've definitely got a chance, without a doubt. I just wouldn't be worried that he would prefer Arsenal over Liverpool. If he did,
London factor as well.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say there is the London thing with Fulham as well, isn't it? It's not even just Arsenal with the London thing. Fulham is a nicer area than Arsenal is. So living in Fulham would be beautiful as well anyway, innit? So like, there is that element to it. I mean, arguably, there's not many places in London nicer than Fulham, really. Like, I mean, Kensington, maybe. I mean, how many places are nicer than living in Fulham? So
If you got
they.
money, add
Well,
that
these man,
caveat real
obviously, these man
if you
is
got
comfortable.
money.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I would definitely put the London factor into it. Yeah, that's definite. But I don't think Fulham or Arsenal is a more attractive club to play for right now,
You say
regardless.
not Croydon, no?
Nah, I can't
Not
even
said
lie. I can't
Croydon.
even vouch for that one.
I don't know. I'm not stopping Croydon for anywhere, but but I get the sentiment as well.
Well, I don't know. West Croydon turns into Gotham City after 8 p.m., bro. I
After
swear
8
to
Well,
God.
it
p.m.
really
Try
does,
4
bro.
p.m., bro.
Yeah,
Man said 4
yeah,
p.m.
we
You know,
do.
no, it's a lot.
So I don't worry in that regard, other than the fact that, of course, I think Arsenal are an attractive club right now. That's obvious. But I look at a lot of the factors that will give me confidence, and it'll be Liverpool have been talking to him longer, and some of these players do seem to enjoy the fact that they've been courted for longer. Believe what you want of that in the summer. And then you look at the scenario where I think we'd offer the same wages. I can't imagine Arsenal outdoing us for the wages. They're
Oh, I
quite similar to us. They're quite sensible. They only really give the big players the big
you know how much
wages. They're
Havertz
quite
is on?
sensible with their wages,
Do you know how
Arsenal.
much Havertz is on?
No, but he was what they thought was going to be their big signing, though, wasn't he? Like,
No, man.
plus, I think they had to basically match what it was on at Chelsea, which was about $300 a week.
All right, big up Good and Lee says, Carl, go link him at Ashburton Park.
No,
We need to
definitely
chat.
not, bro. No, we don't need to chat, bro. You got my phone.
I could get down there, Lee. Still, what you would have linked? You would have linked down there, still.
But I'm not beefing Lee, bro. It's a fight I'm not gonna win.
Oh, what you think I'm going on my one?
You better go with a rocket launcher, bro.
He'll probably break the rocket launcher.
What you say, man?
catch it.
Catching like that.
Man, would just
He'll catch it like Godzilla, bro.
just dash it
Like,
Catching
into
like that, innit? Like,
space.
is this what
Into
you? Is this what you
space.
brought to me? Yeah.
Exactly. Is that everything you had, bro? Was that it?
have you not seen Guardians 3?
No, not even. No.
People who've seen it will know there's a bit where the guy goes, "Who did that?" And like, man thought he was like going to do him something, and he barely tickled him. It's like, that's what we're gonna be doing.
No, Lee's
But-
moving mad, you know. He said, Matt, come true. Like, well, you sure?
Me fighting Lee would be like Hulk fighting Loki, bro. Like,
No, it's fighting. It's like fighting the Hulk, but you're like, who's the character? You're like what's Scarlett Johansson's character? She's good, but she can't fight Hulk. if that
Black
makes
Widow.
sense. Black Widow. It's like Black Widow fighting Hulk
But I ain't got no powers, bro. It's not. It's like
in a
Callum fighting
dome
Hulk.
as well. So there's nowhere to run. So you can't do the running thing. It's a
But you
dome
know
as
how's the
well.
run from Lee, bro? It's 2 steps and he's on the other side of the park, bro. Like you ain't getting away from him, bro.
Man just does one sidestep and he's just there innit, at the end of the park.
But I want to ask you guys a question. Given that the rumors are Klopp now wants to play with a ball playing DM as opposed to a destroyer, are we trying to will this into existence, or is Klopp actually happy with the situation? We're not as fans. There's been many a times we've not been happy as fans with certain situations, or Klopp has been happy. Is there an argument to say we as the fans want Andre, but Klopp's happy with McAllister, Endo, and Bajcetic being his 3 number 6s, given that they're more ball playing, and he might not want anymore?
Yeah, I think he loves Bajcetic. If you hear the way he talks about Bajcetic, trust me, that's the next project after Elliot. Like, there's no 2 ways about it. Hear Klopp talk about Bajcetic, and the funny thing is, what he's saying isn't even wrong. It's just I know people don't like hearing it. Like he said, he went through the attributes of Bajcetic in the press conference before the last game, and the only thing that he said that he's worried about with the kid is just the strength. And he said, obviously, that's something that he works on every day as a youngster. Apart from the strength, he said he's got everything. And we got to be honest, Bajcetic does have everything. Again, it comes back to the whole argument where
Not everything.
but he's got intelligence. Well, for the fact that he was only 18 as well, he had very good game intelligence.
No,
He's got very good ball
You don't have to
attention.
tell him to me, you know, bro. Remember, I'm like, you know,
No. For the people who don't realize about Bajcetic,
we can't sit here and say he's got everything. He ain't got everything.
No, he's got everything to be the player that we all think he will be. Like, because this is what Klopp was saying. Klopp was saying he's got the ball retention, he's got the vision for a pass, he's got brilliant interception. Like obviously with the reading of the game with the intelligence, he intercepts really well. He's a good tackler. He gets across the park quite quick. He's quite agile. Like for an 18-year-old, if you think about it, if he bulks up just a little bit strength-wise, gets a little bit better with his pace as he gets a little bit more muscles in his legs, etc., gets a bit stronger, a bit quicker around, even if it's just a yard. And by the time he's 21, he'll be everything what people are like, Lavia and all that. He'll be right up there with those kids because he's got the ability to. It's clear to see right there.
That's 3 years away, though. Have we as a club got 3 years to wait for Bashir? And this is the situation we have with all of our youth players, Doak included, and Elliott's of this world. Do we have 3 years when you've got teams like Man City in the league? And that's the issue.
No, we don't.
We don't, because you got Klopp. I mean, we don't even know how long Klopp's going to be. When's the contract run out? 3 years? 2 years?
So I personally think Klopp will extend.
He might do. He might. But I know there's been a lot of talk about the Germany job, and I just worry that at the end of this stint, like 3 years, he might go, do you know what? Now, put it like this. To answer the question, is Bajcetic like good enough to be our longest standing DM? Yeah, he's got the potential, but having potential is one thing, but it's whether or not like he's going to fulfill that potential, because you can have all the potential in the world. Because again, like, I hate to say it, but even injuries already in his career is not good already. Like having this niggling injury that's kind of setting back, it does worry me a little bit. But hopefully that will get sorted. But I just think that you can't rest on your laurels when you are a big club like Liverpool. Like we can't sit here and wait for 3 years and go, we're not going to buy a DM. We'll just wait for Bajcetic to be amazing. And I'm sure Liverpool aren't going to do that. However, because you just got to address the issue. To address the issue right now would be to buy a DM who Liverpool feel like will be our starting DM. Because it does make me start to wonder now, like with Endo, was he brought in to be the starting DM and Klopp's just giving him time to adapt? Or was he brought in to be the James Milner where he just like a jack of all trades, and at some point, we might see him in an 8 or in a 6, and then you might see him back up. Right, I'm not too sure. I'm just being honest because I don't know. We don't know right now.
Do you know what? I'm gonna address it. Cal, you want Klopp to extend? He has till Christmas to prove he's the right man. No, yeah, he still does. But I love the guy. Like I've never changed my stance. I love Klopp. I want him to succeed, but I just love Liverpool more. He's still got till December.
You still want to wait till December, Cal, to see whether Klopp's turned it round or not.
Yeah, because things can change, bro. Like I'm a Liverpool fan, Drift. I love Klopp with all my heart. I do. I just want the best for Liverpool, bro. Like,
but you don't think that he's already proved it, no?
Honestly, not fully, no.
Raw.
Not fully.
Mad thing. There we go, pimp.
Like, yeah, not fully yet. Love the guy, though. Love the guy, but I've seen a few tendencies creeping in from last season that I don't really like. But hopefully he irons it out. And as I said, I'd love him to be at the club for another 10, 15 years, providing he does what's best for Liverpool and not best for individuals. But we'll see. Let me help some of these supers before we move on to the next topic. Shout out to Pimp in Distress, says big up and his team of pace setters for the real City v Liverpool title battle. Cal can explain. So I was speaking to Pimp today, and he went on a rant. I'll actually read it word for word because it had me in stitches. I can't lie. And anyone who's ever spoken to Pimp will know how calm and relaxed he is. He said, we need to put this to bed once and for all. Spurs are those runners who set the pace in long-distance races. Their role is to kick hard, start out the blocks to set a high pace, but after 2 laps, they're done. It'll be Liverpool to stay the course with City till May. That's just the natural order. I mean, you've got a point. With all the injuries as well, Tottenham could be really in the doo-doo right now. And the naivety from Ange last night. I mean, like, you are asking for trouble. You're basically telling Dyer you're going to be doing shuttle runs for 40-odd minutes. I mean, You're playing a
After
high
watching Van der Ven get an injury doing that exact thing as well. Like,
Mad thing.
yeah,
innit?
I just want to take this time to apologize to everybody who
absolutely nobody. He does what the F he wants.
No, to anyone who listened to me talking about Tottenham being included in the title race until further notice, I just want to apologize for getting your hopes up, especially if you was a Tottenham fan and maybe you got caught up in my whirlwind of optimism concerning what Spurs could do this season. Because within 90 minutes, I realized they might even struggle to get top 5 for real. So it was one of them ones where it was like, big up your damn selves for everything you've done so far. To all the Spurs fans who laughed at Liverpool for the injustice of the Tottenham Stadium, hold that, calm as a bitch and all that. And yeah, we move.
You have to scroll up to see Imran's comment.
Oh my days!
But no, I can't believe that. I can't believe that Ange continued to play that same way for 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was really
like
I
I like.
learn from that though. I actually think Andy's a really good manager. I think he'll learn from that.
Man said we are who we are and we stick to who we are. That's our identity.
That's just pride talking, bro.
Yeah,
Big man, you like
can't say
9
that.
players.
He's not gonna say,
he
after
can't.
tonight, he won't do that. No, he won't. Yeah.
No, he could have just come out and been honest and been like, look, I just thought that was the only way that we could possibly get something. I know it was a bit silly. It ended up biting me in the ass, but hey, because there's not a manager on the planet that with 9 men would continue to try and play the way they do with 11. What are we talking about?
Maybe Pep would actually. Pep Guardiola would.
No. Guardiola wouldn't go down to 9 men and still try and play attacking football.
Not necessarily attacking football, but he'll still play possession football.
No. Matt, did you watch the game live?
Yeah, I saw the game.
Yeah. Tottenham never had more than 20 yards between their defenders and their attackers at any point in the 90 minutes.
Do you know when I knew it was back?
Stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I knew it was over. I think there was like a free kick here, I think it's in Chelsea's half, I think. And Spurs were literally at the halfway line. And I was like, I don't understand here. Are they trying to find out who's the fastest person in the Prem? Yeah. They just all want to race.
And you know what? Shame on Chelsea for needing around 30 minutes to break it down. Yeah. Because
all right, let me ask you
how
this.
The hell can you be offside 5 times or whatever it was?
But,
let me ask you this quickly.
Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City would have had a field day last night.
Chelsea
it would have got dirty early, bruv.
You see how Chelsea struggled, yeah? Let's not forget. Spurs nearly the Dyer thing, just offside, and not only that, Son had a chance. This is all playing that high line. So even though it was still kamikaze, you still have to give them credit for being brave, bruv. They were at least brave. They really gave it a go, But obviously it was to their detriment, innit?
You've got to say a lot about the Chelsea force because I think the Chelsea midfielders are playing some really cool passes. But you've got to look at Modric, Sterling, and Jackson and ask yourself, do you not know how to play onside? Like what were those three doing? Just running offside every single really chance.
I didn't realize how bad he was.
Jackson.
No, he's bad. He's bad.
Not good.
It sounds so weird, and I'm disrespecting someone who scored a hat trick. You shouldn't really do that, but bro, he's just put it like this. He's not a Chelsea level player. Like if he was playing for Southampton,
he's a good backup.
Yeah, if he's playing for Southampton or actually no, they're really good. If he's playing for someone like flipping West Ham or something, he was battling it out with Antonio, so to speak. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But bro, he's supposed to lead the line for Chelsea, and Mudryk is.
Yeah, I know what that guy is, man.
I know, bro.
Shout out to Hitogiri for becoming a member. Big up yourself. Mamadou says FSG propaganda in full effect. They fool the fan base into believing a 22-year-old who's never played a second of European football will put us over the line. I don't think we can blame that one on FSG personally. I think the fan base.
Who's the 22-year-old?
Andre.
Oh. Because I'm thinking Soboslai and Gravis. I was like, hold on, who's he talking about?
No, I don't think that's on FSG. I think us as a fan base have built up Andre. I don't think
I
that's
think
it.
people are sleeping on just how good Andre would actually be in terms of an addition to our squad. Has anybody actually watched him? Because I've seen him play live 3 times now, including that Copa Libertadores final, right?
Mhm.
I know, and then obviously on top of that, I've seen all the clips and stuff that go around. I've seen enough of this kid to know that his defensive nous plus his ball retention would mean that the way Klopp likes to play, because I think when I came in, Matt was talking about it. There's a part of me that thinks that what Matt was saying is bang on the money. I think me and Matt have even spoke about it. In Klopp's mind, I reckon Klopp wishes McAllister just had a better defensive nous so he could just be the DM because he likes his DM to be a ball player. He likes his DM to be able to split the lines, which is why I think he loves Trent being inverted as well when he goes into that role. Andre can actually do what he wants McAllister to do defensively, and he ain't that bad in terms of his ball progression, his ball retention, and his passing, his progressive passing. So if he's playing in that 6 and what Klopp wants, I think it works perfectly. If I'm being completely honest with you,
Yeah.
like I think Andre will be an absolute level raiser if we do bring him in. I really do. Like his ability to pick the ball up and break lines with either a pass or a run from that defensive mode is quality. Like, and he's calm. He doesn't panic. He doesn't
And he's
like.
athletic, bro.
Yes, bro. He's
And he's
proper
strong.
athletic.
He's
Like-
he's kind of strong as well. He's not like, remember, he's not strong like, for example, Rodgers strong, but he's strong like
Sterling strong, innit? Like low center
no,
gravity.
no.
Like,
You know,
can't,
do you know
like,
what just came to who's the Aston Villa Brazilian DM? Douglas
Costa.
Luiz.
Oh,
Douglas
Luiz.
He's quite strong. He's strong like him. Like, so like, bro, do you know what? Would you say Douglas Luiz is a destroyer? Or would you say he's more of a ball playing DM?
I'll say he's probably like Andre. You're right. I think they're very similar. They can destroy, but it's not all they do. If you get what
That's
I
what
mean.
I'm saying. Whereas Paulino, you say he's a destroyer, innit? He's a destroyer.
Yeah,
He's kind of like Douglas Luiz, but I would say he's better going forward. But Douglas Luiz might be slightly better defensively.
Yeah, Bruno
I'm just trying to
Gomes. That's another good comparison. Like he's similar like that. Like elegant on the ball, good dribbler, good pass. I mean, Bruno Gomes is a better passer than Andre, but like Andre's still got a good range of passing on him. Like,
and he's more athletic than Bruno Gomes as well.
He's more athletic. Yeah, he is more athletic. Yeah, but I mean,
sorry,
no, go on, go on.
I genuinely believe he'd be brilliant for our squad, but he'd be brilliant for me as a Thiago replacement. He's not got the source of a Thiago in terms of how they get around. Well, how Thiago got around the pitch in his younger days, in his peak. That's what Andre reminds me of. He's just not as silky, but he's just as effective, in my opinion. I think Thiago, if we wanted someone to play as a right side CM or a left side CM, but do defensive work on that side, I think that would be the perfect position for him. As a lone 6, I would be a little worried for at least a few months. I don't think he comes in. I don't think he comes in and does the business straight away, like I think a lot of our fan base think. I don't think he does. I'd be very surprised if he did. I'd be over the moon if he did, but I'd be surprised.
I think he can, you know. There's just something about him where I look at it and go, all the traits that he has here, and playing in a system like Liverpool's, I just think he just does the most. And I think the adaptation will be a bit quicker than what we expect. Might not be straight away, but it'll be quicker than what we think.
Jamie says, I think Klopp changed his mind on the DM that he wants and moved away from Andre. I honestly believe we get no. It better be Jamie Phillips we get, not Calvin Phillips.
Bruv,
I'll take Jamie Phillips. I'm not taking Calvin Phillips.
Because so crazy as well. Calvin Phillips there's been a lot of reports of him saying he's going to leave in January and stuff like that, but I do not want to see him anyway.
Yeah,
signing Calvin Phillips would be like admitting.
Oh, Jamie says someone like Calvin Phillips, not Calvin Phillips exactly.
Okay.
I'll be honest. If we sign Calvin Phillips, oh man, I will have a meltdown. I'm not even going to hide it. I'll have a meltdown. And he's not even a rubbish player, but he's not covered himself in any glory at City to say that he comes in and does the business.
He's just never going to be that post Bielsa. So that pre-Bielsa Calvin, mid-Bielsa Calvin Phillips, in it. The injuries have just ruined him.
Destroyed him. Plus his lack of discipline as well. Nino says, I hate Chelsea, but F Spurs, say it drift. I genuinely don't have an issue with Spurs, man. Like, they didn't cheat us when we played them. It was the refs.
No, I don't like Spurs. I never used to be
You're
bothered by
mute,
them, but I just
bro.
don't like them.
But there was a lot of Spurs fans who laughed. And that's why I said to all the ones who laughed when what happened to us happened, calm as a bitch, hold that. Because you almost did it exactly the same way as us. But you know what? Because you're Spurs, you did it a bit more spectacularly, innit? The 4-1, the madness. Like Spurs have always got to like do it a bit more spectacular, innit? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we had to score an own goal for them, but like Chelsea in the end ran out 4-1, which actually looked quite mad at the end. So it was like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Tottenham, hold that, man. Hold that. Pace setters for real. They're the man right at the front taking all the wind resistance. And then man just hits that bend and then just comes out and then because they're done. They're done, yeah. The injuries.
It's the injuries.
Yeah,
It's not even a
yeah.
loss, it's the injuries, you know. It's the injuries.
Yeah, it's a madness.
And the suspension, bro.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I think it's a free game for what's his name? But Van der Ven is injured. So that's no Romero, no Van der Ven for 3 games. And then Udogie is out.
Udogie as well, isn't it? Yeah.
He's out for 1 game. So
I did Madison again. I hate to say it. Didn't I say this? Madison always
off.
He always picks up his fair share of.
He does.
It's such a shame because.
But remember, there is a misconception. Remember, he's played 31 games or more every season. He's not injury prone. There is a misconception.
Nah, he's injury prone, Drift.
31 games, bro. That's not injury prone. If you always play 31 games,
every season.
He pretty much picks up the same injuries every season, though, bro.
And it's his ankles.
No, this one wasn't this his hammy? I thought.
Was it hammy?
I'm not even sure what it was.
I thought it was hammy. I know Mickey's definitely hammy.
Oh, this is what they've got to do for the next couple of games. Dyer, Royale, and Højbjerg.
Run it back, Conte days. Let's go.
But they got to give them a little bit of shining light. Yeah, ain't they got thingy?
Oh, Basuma got a yellow as well. Sorry to cut you, Matt. Basuma got a yellow as well.
So he's suspended.
Right. Hello.
No,
who's that midfielder?
I know. You're right, Bentancur. Did you see Bentancur?
Yeah.
Did you see the miss it? Did you see the sitter he missed yesterday?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Man nearly headed himself in his own knee, or kneed himself in his own head. Whatever,
he almost gave himself the Masvidal, bro.
Yeah, bruv, it was mad, bruv.
How's that even possible, bruv?
And put the ball wide from about 4 yards or something like that. Yeah, it's mad.
Official AMD Speak says, one time I was driving through Finsbury Park and saw Gunali in the distance, was about to banter man, but as I drove closer, the sun disappeared. Hit acceleration quick, coming on there like he's 6'2", cap. I tell him,
I'm telling you,
he is not 6'2". I promise you.
He's like
I'm
6
foot, 6'1", and I was looking up at Lee. I was looking up at him. He's not.
Oh, people are saying it was ankle, Cal.
Oh, it was ankle. Oh, my bad. Apologies.
Yeah, it was ankle.
Mika says, "Is it mad to think a Premier League team wins all 3 Euro trophies?" I probably think Man City retain this season. Europa should be us, and Conference should probably be Villa, right?
Should be
Villa. So. Yeah,
you would.
Yeah, seems like it could be.
Should be.
All right, so we've spoken about Andre. We've spoken about our current DM situation. Man like Matt. Alternatives. Let's say Arsenal go and convince Andre to sign for them, or Fulham convince Andre to sign for them, and we've got to get an alternative because Klopp says, "No, I still want a DM or some sort of a combative midfielder in there." Give me a few names, bro. I'll give you Zubimendi, who I think is having a good season so far. Obviously, I'm a Kone fan.
I would still go Paulina, even though I don't think... Because again, it's going away from what... Was that, sorry?
You think Paulina would be realistic for us?
I think so. It sounds crazy. I know he's just signed a new deal, but it's more about whether Klopp wants that style of play. If Klopp does want a destroyer, let's just say, for example, Klopp's like, do you know what? I can't get the ball playing midfield I want. All right, cool. What else can we look at? Should we just go for a destroyer then and see if we can change it? I'm saying I can see Liverpool going in for him. I don't think they will, But I'm just putting his name out there because I think he'd be one hell of a player, though. I'm just saying, innit? Maybe this is more about.
There was a player you were really high on in the summer, Thuram. What about him, bro?
Yeah, but he doesn't fit the DM mold.
But you were saying in the summer that you thought you could do it.
He could, but then this is before we had Gravenberch. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And
I don't think I know Drift said this as well. I don't think signing Gravenberch could stop us like having a Thuram or a Kone in the team. I don't think that
not a Kone, but a Thuram it could stop.
You think so?
Yeah, bro. Thuram is not a DM. He's so box to box.
I agree.
Kone's more of a DM that can play the 8 in it. So I could see Kone. Oh, Felipe Luis, but he's kind of gone off the radar a bit. If I'm being honest.
He has.
And he's not even getting in the team at Benfica.
Yeah. Sorry, Fernando Ezekiel is another player who has been highly regarded from Boca. I've never seen him play. I like Douglas Luiz. Douglas Luiz is
a problem, you know. And he's doing it with his brethren. Is it Abubakari or something?
Camp Kamara.
Camp Kamara. Where did I get Abubakari?
No, I think his first name is Bubakar.
Oh, okay. You got Douglas Luiz though. I think. Do you know what? I'm gonna be real. Do you remember when we were linked to him about 2 seasons ago? We tried to get him on deadline day, maybe something like that.
No, we inquired.
Bruv. It's when Gerard was in charge, innit?
Yes.
Should have got him back there. I'm telling you, man, he's a problem. Douglas Luiz is a problem. People, what you said in the chat, everyone's deserted. No, I can't be back in a sec. What are you not saying in the chat, people? We got Arthur. I know. I know
Kone is not too long come back from injury. Look, I love Kone. I rate him so highly. The thing with Kone, discipline as well, though. He does pick up a lot of bookings. And especially how the Premier League is nowadays, you only have to breathe on someone and you get a yellow card. That's one area of his game he'd have to really clean up quickly. But he gives me Basuma vibes.
Okay. I've got 2 names for you. Bruno Guimaraes, who's just signed a new deal and has 100 million. Hear me out. No, there's a release clause in there. What's the release? It's 100 mil. But hear me out. No, because he bid 112. What was it? 111 for Caicedo.
The moment you said I got 2 names, I knew they were going to be mad. What's the next one, bro? Let me hear this.
It's Bruno Guimaraes and
Tchouaméni. Is that what you're going to bring?
Nah, not Tchouaméni. Never leaving. He's staying for life. He's never leaving. Who's the other one? I saw it. That's it. Frankie De Jong. What I don't understand. There's only 2 reasons. I'm going to give you a reason each as to why I even said those names. One, Bruno Guimaraes, only because of the release clause. You ain't going to negotiate with Newcastle because Newcastle, too much money, they won't sell, but the release clause is there. So there's a possibility. We can't say there's not a possibility when there's a release clause. Secondly, the other one was, who did I say the other one was? Frankie. The only reason we would even go for Frankie, again, Barcelona in financial trouble. Bro, every year, Barca have to flipping sell something or someone. Bro, you know they're not even playing at the new camp right now. You know
they'll probably change La Masia to the flipping Apple Music Academy.
At this point, they'll sell. When I saw El Clasico, you know they weren't playing at the new camp. They're playing in some random place.
Yeah.
Bro, they probably would have to sell the new camp and to play at a park. That's how bad things are getting for them.
You think Frankie wants to leave, bro?
Who don't want to leave, but Barcelona might be forced to sell.
They ain't selling Frankie, bro.
Bro, if Barcelona had to sell, bro, you realize at some point it's all going to catch up with them. They're all them leavers.
We've been saying it for 4 years and it still hasn't, bro.
No, ain't they gonna have the Amazon new camp or something like that?
Yeah, bro, they're gonna the Spotify new camp.
And the Spotify, something like that. Like,
no, I know new camp. I'm joking.
But they will sell their soul to keep that club going, bro.
No, bro, they would, but they're
man. They'll probably rename the on the shirts, players have their names on the shirt, but they'll probably force the players to put something else there, brothers, advertising or something.
Yeah,
they ain't
it'll be like Spotify De Jong or something like that. The only ones there has to be like it's got to be everywhere.
You know, Apple Javi, bro. That's what it'll be, bro.
But no,
Or
listen.
Javi Macintosh.
I don't understand why people think it's so crazy. Like Bruno Guimaraes has a release clause, blood.
Yeah, no,
Liverpool ain't paying 100 mil for a player.
I'm just. Thank you, Drift. You just took the words out of my mouth.
Was you saying that when we agreed if we with Caicedo?
And that's the reason why we won't do it again,
Kyle, did you go live when Caicedo was agreed?
Yeah, bro.
Drift, did we not speak on Friday? Don't let me air the dirty laundry, guys. I'll do it. I'll do it today.
But
no,
Matt,
but you know what?
That's the reason why we won't do it again.
Not only that, Cal, we don't know we've actually got the money because we was the guy at the auction that went 100,000 and put the thing up, but we know the thing's worth about 300,000, so we're looking around, and then as soon as someone else goes 150, we're like, woo! Well, at least people think we got 100 grand, though, innit?
But
like,
we had the money for Caicedo, or else we wouldn't have bid. The problem is because we bid and it didn't go through. FSG, bro, that hurt their pride. Remember, they flew over to report Chelsea to the FA, you know.
This is what I'm saying. No, all jokes aside, do you not think there's any hope of getting Bruno? I get what you guys are saying, but all jokes aside, you don't think so? Just on it a bit up. And I'm only saying this because of release clause. You do realize if there's no release clause, I don't bring up Bruno Guimaraes.
You know what FSG did? It's like us playing bowling together, yeah? You beat me, and then I go to Bromley police station and go, you know that Matt, yeah? I think he's stealing merchandise. No proof, no evidence. I think he's stealing. I think he's stealing merchandise.
And would Bruno come?
Pause. You see how I have to save these man all the time.
Nah, you know,
they never saved me. I always saved them.
Dirty man's a dirty man.
Nah, but bro, we have to, bro. You know what?
Dirty man's a dirty man.
Bro, but the internet, bro. You know, the internet always it never sleeps.
All these dirty youths that with the dirty mind.
The algorithm never stops, bro. It's always machine learning. It's always learning. But no.
But would he though?
I think Bruno would. I think Bruno would go to Liverpool. I think he would. Yeah, honestly,
Newcastle would dash so much money at him. It'd be unreal.
They would, but he would have to. But he strikes me someone that will force his way out. You know, like if someone like a Real Madrid, Liverpool, whoever.
They're on the cusp of something major though. If they are able to qualify for Champions League again this season. And they could do a madness in the summer.
I know, but I still look at their squad and think they need a couple. Like I could look at their squad and go, they just need upgrades. They need a lot of upgrading.
Yeah, of course they do. Of course they do.
So I'm only hoping that he's not in that. Yeah, that's right. But bro, if he was so thinking of staying at Newcastle, why would he put a release clause in there? He knows because he wants a Barca, Real Madrid, and Liverpool. Man, he wants someone.
Do you think he's a good enough DM to play for Liverpool to effectively get us to a league and Champions League winners medals? I don't.
If I'm being honest, yeah, a single pivot for Liverpool, I reckon Bruno Guimaraes might get found out. You know, if I'm being genuine, I actually think
double pivot, I think he cooks.
Yeah, I think Douglas Luiz in a single pivot will be better.
Yeah,
Douglas Luiz. Right.
So do I. And I rate Bruno highly, but in a single pivot, no, not for me.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I don't think, all jokes aside, I don't think we're going for him, but I can see Liverpool flirting with the idea, though. It wouldn't surprise me. The one we definitely would never get ever again. Well, just not even, it's just Schumann. That one's done.
Schumann would be the perfect player.
But
as you said, it's not happening.
It's not happening, man. He's part of the new age Real Madrid, bro. They're all signing new deals. All the others are signing deals. He only got injured in El Clasico. He's been on fire.
He has. He's been excellent this season.
I've been watching him closely, so
we ain't getting him.
I guess then we got to try and speak to Aston Villa about Douglas Luiz. We got to go and speak to Fluminense about Andre.
Villa are rich. They don't need to sell. And
so, bro, who are we getting then?
Douglas looks very, very happy at Villa as well.
He does. So who are we getting then?
Kone. Kone's the only one I can think of off the top of my head.
I'll still be happy with Kone, though, you know. I just might not be like... Yeah, I'll still be happy with Kone. Who would you rather, Kone or Andre? You wrote Kone, innit?
All right, so if you're asking me who would I rather for the 6, Kone, for the 8, Andre. In an ideal world, I'd get both.
All right, here's the ultimate question. For the 6, Paulina, Andre, or Kone?
Probably Palhinha right now. If I want to win stuff right now over the next 2 years, probably Palhinha. I think Kone could be as effective, but I've got the proof already with Palhinha.
Yeah.
Like I've got the evidence in front of me to say that he's a shield in front of that defense when he needs to be. Like he's doing what he's doing at Fulham. You put him around the players we've got, it takes his level up.
I
He wouldn't
know.
have to do as much running potentially. Like
Yeah, do you know how much ground he has to cover? Yeah,
the
go.
only thing I worry about is distribution.
Yeah, it's not that like it's not like it's rubbish. It's just what it is that like if you're getting pressed,
Yeah, that's
and
where
then like you've got and you might be under so much pressure that if you can't dribble your way out of it, you got to play an eye of a needle pass.
Yeah,
he might not be that guy.
But this kind of again, I've made no secret. 4-2-3-1, in my opinion, should be the formation. So if you go 4-2-3-1, there's Palhinha, you just stick someone next to him like a Trent or McAllister or Gravenberch, and you say, look, just stay close to him, get the ball off him once he wins it off the opposition, and then you do your thing. Like Palhinha's job, in my opinion, at Liverpool would become very simple, and I think he would do wonders for us. For me, it'd be out of him and Kone for the 6. If I had the choice, especially where I believe Thiago will be leaving, I would get in Kone and Andre. I'd probably loan out Andre for a season. Just let him to it. Let him adapt,
bro.
Say again.
You don't need a loan, Andre. He's good enough. You don't need to loan.
No, but I'm just saying in terms of the amount of players we'd have in this, because I think Kone right now would be better coming into to Liverpool to be a 6 than Andre coming into Liverpool to be a 6. Like just based on the fact that he's been in Europe and he's played the style of football for a longer time. And then in that time, I think Andre can go somewhere, acclimatize to Europe, get used to the way Europeans play football to an extent. And then we bring him in the fold when Thiago goes. But I know we ain't going to do that. We ain't going to sign both players. And then.
Wow, I just realized what you was getting at there, Cal. Kone and Andre in January.
Yeah, bro. My chest is high, bro.
This isn't how we move, Cal. This isn't how we move.
Bro. Yeah, bro.
This isn't how we move.
Oh, I know, bro. I know, and that's my frustration with the owners.
We don't buy fruit and veg at Whole Foods, Cal.
No, we don't. It's fruit or veg, bro. You gotta pick or choose.
Yeah, and it's fruit or veg, and it's from Aldi. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be real. I buy my fruit in Aldi still. But...
I know, but you said you're FSG in real life, bro.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm gonna be real with you. The Aldi fruit bangs better than that as doing the Tesco at the moment. I don't know what they're using on it. Mark's fruit.
Supermarket fruit and veg is terrible, period, man. It just is.
I'll be honest, Aldi's is very good.
Yeah, but their broccoli's still already going yellow before you even get it home, though.
I rarely eat broccoli. I'm gonna be real with you. The Marks and Spencers, that fruit, that's a different tier in it. I'm not shopping in that tier. I'm just being real with you. Even if I was rich, I don't think I'd be shopping in Marks.
If you got M&S for your fruit and veg, you're elegant.
If you got M&S for your fruit and veg, bro, you're moving weight. Like you're moving weight.
You're moving weight, you know.
You gotta be. You gotta be Escobar levels, because I'm seeing a packet of grapes for £4 and all that. Bro, what did those grapes have? Because
you got that in your headphones as you're walking around, for real.
Yeah, even when I go into Marks and Spencer, the security guard looks at me like, "Oh, bruv, you're not meant to be here, bruv. Come on, let's just go to the bakery section and bounce, bruv. You don't be here. Don't look at the food, bruv. We know you, man. We know you."
Although their alcohol section is on smash. I remember Matt showed me still that their 18-year old brandy that they do. It's actually banging still.
Yeah, they got a nice brandy now. I think something like that. Yeah, the brandy's
the alcohol's cheap in Marks and Spencer still.
Oh, I didn't know that still. Drift, I'll ask you, if there's no Andre, who would you go for as an alternative potentially?
It would be Palhinha, but he's too rich for our blood. But it would be Palhinha. I think
he was too rich for our blood, or is it the club? And when I say the club, I'm talking about the entire club. Probably wouldn't spend that sort of money on a 28-year-old.
Well, that's what I mean by too expensive, isn't it? Yeah, because it's about what we'd be willing to pay. A 28-year-old who costs 70 million roughly, I don't think Liverpool would do that unless it was like Kylian Mbappe or Harry Kane or somebody like that. I
We
think it
wouldn't
would have
need
to be a
Harry
proper
Kane.
exquisite market signing to get Liverpool to pay big money for somebody of 28 years and older. Do you know what I mean? Like Liverpool don't really operate in that way, regardless. The funny thing is, I want Paulinho to be a Liverpool player, but I do get it at the same time. I'm not just going to be ignorant. I understand that if you're going to pay that much money for a player, you prefer if you got longer out of him. But at the same time, you know, we've got to. I mean, Van Dijk was 26 when we bought him. I know there is a difference between 26 and 28.
Yeah, about 27, I think, Drift.
But
27.
oh, but that's even thingy then, so it's even closer then. And I think Allison was probably around the same age as well, but obviously goalies, it's not as big of a deal.
Nah, I think Alisson was only like 24 when we bought him, no?
No, because if
I'm trying to
Alisson's
remember.
31 now, it must have been a similar age to Van Dijk, no?
No, but
Ali's
Van Dijk is
31 now.
significantly. Ali 31.
Yeah, and we've had them for the same amount of time. I'm sure Ali must have been about 20, 27.
Ali's
31.
Yeah, Alisson's
we signed him
31.
in 2018,
Oh,
right?
but say he's a year younger than Virgil.
Hold on, so
Virgil's 32.
if Alisson's 31, is Van Dijk 33 then?
No, it
No,
must
Van
be
Dijk's 32. He's a year.
Oh, so
He's a
there's
year older than Ali.
Yeah, but but if Van Dijk was 27 when we bought him, the maths ain't mathing.
His birthday's in July, so he just turned 27.
Oh, like literally. Oh, okay.
Well, so we were meant to buy him in the summer, so he just turned 27 in the summer, and then we bought him in January.
Okay.
So what 2018? So I think we bought Alisson at 25.
Maybe Alisson was 25, turned 26 quickly after joining.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Carl's right.
But the
Dijk's
longevity of a
July.
goalkeeper and an outfield player is very different.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Ali doesn't really count anyway, because goalies peak at about 29, 30 usually, don't they? So it's a minor if you buy them that old. But other than Van Dijk, I can't think of anyone that we've bought that's been around in and around that 27, 28-year-old mark. I think everybody else is pretty much has been a lot younger.
When you think back, Klopp really wanted Van Dijk. He broke the record for him. He was 27 when we signed him. Not too long off a bad injury. And not in great form for Southampton as well. But I think you could always look at Van Dijk. Well, I know I did. I'm pretty sure you guys said you did as well. You could look at him and say he could genuinely be one of the best in the world if you
without a doubt.
100. Because he had everything.
I remember I rang Matt after a game and I was like, "Bro, did you see the way Van Dijk moved up Mane today?" But I was like,
"Yeah, the 0-0 Southampton."
Yeah, I was like, "No, hold on a minute."
Oh, 60.
Now I know exactly what. Like, we need to make sure that this is done. Like,
bro, funny you say that. Yeah, there was a season where he kind of went up a level. It might have been like 15, 16. So basically, his last 2 seasons at Southampton. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. You go look back at them
as well during that time.
No. Last season, right towards the end. Yeah. So but you see 15, 16, and then most of 16, 17, bro, I was looking at it thinking, he's one of the best defenders in the Premier, though. But I don't know, his ceiling's kind of mad. And I was thinking, and finally I picked up my brother was like, when he was at Celtic, my brother said we should have got him when he was at Celtic, and I was like, he's good, and the league is too easy for him. But now I need to see him do it in the Prem.
My brother wanted him at Man United from when he was at Celtic as well. Yeah, my brother was like, "Hey, this Van Dijk kid he's the real deal."
I wanted us to sign him ahead of Lovren at the time.
All the way back then.
But he had something, man. He had when you just look at players,
he was banging in free kicks and that back then.
He weren't just doing that. Man was dribbling out from the back and just letting off shots.
I remember when he got not him, but like the team got mashed up by Barca, yeah.
And he was the man of the match for.
But he was man of the match. But he was insane though, and I was like, "No, this defender's mad, you know." Like if it wasn't for him, it'll be like 10-0.
He's special.
Yeah.
But then I asked you, the reason I'm glad you brought him up, Drew, because I wasn't even going to go on that tangent. But 27 and 28, there's a year in between, in it, a calendar year a calendar year. But I don't think we sit here and go, if we sign Paulinho, he's definitely going to be the best DM in the world. And that's no disrespect to Paulinho. I think he takes us up a level, but I don't think he's so transformative for the next few years. I think you get the best out of him maybe in the next 2 or 3 years, whereas Virgil, we effectively got 5 and more counting potentially going forward. So
yeah,
that's why
that's another point for real. There's no point thinking about Paulinho for 70 million, not just for the age, but he isn't the best DM in the world. I think Liverpool probably would pay 70 mil for a 28-year-old who was the best DM in the world. Like literally, like I don't know who. Like say for example, Rodri just randomly fell out with Guardiola, and he was 28. Liverpool would pay 70 mil for that player, even though he was only a DM. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I think Paulinho is our bad boy, but he's not the best DM in the world. So therefore, that's also a part of why I don't think Liverpool would pay that much for him at this.
Is he the best DM that's available though? That's the question.
Because best in the world,
he probably is the best one that's available. Yeah.
Let's be real. It should have been Rice, innit? Rice was the one we should have got, or gone in for at least.
We should have tried to get Rice.
But I don't think City would have backed out if we'd have been the team involved, and they would have just paid so much more wages.
Well, I think effectively Declan just made up his mind that it was Arsenal because they'd done all the groundwork. In the same way Caicedo did with when it comes to us.
But most people I've spoken to who kind of have an insight said, not that he didn't like the Arsenal project, but he didn't want to uproot his family, and it was perfect. He still lives in the same house apparently he lived in when he played for West Ham. So he didn't even have to do anything. And we forget that human element of it. Sometimes people just like Arsenal is still a good team, and he don't even have to move his family or anything. Like it makes sense, doesn't it, when you think about it?
Yeah, very true. So are we saying Paulinho or no one?
I feel like it's slim pickings.
No, I see where you're coming from with the Kone scenario, especially that Kone can also play 8 if need be. So I don't
think we need him in the 8 though, Drift. We've got
enough players, bro.
Yeah.
But just if we wanted to. What I mean is like we could just do it if we wanted to, innit? You know, like
could do.
Like it's one of them ones, isn't it? Like, plus Kone's the type of player that he's just an absolutely brilliant squad player if that's what he becomes. And I mean that he's better than a squad player, but you know what I mean? Like, kind of a little bit the way you look at the squad right now, and you're like, Curtis Jones, he's just a wicked squad player. Or if it's not him and it's Gravenberch, he's just and obviously he's better than that. But it's like, but what a brilliant player to have as a squad player if that's what he's doing at that time. Like, who doesn't want to be able to bring Gravenberch off the bench? That's an unbelievable option off the bench. Like, and that's what Kone could be for us as well, isn't it? Even if he's not guaranteeing to always be playing in the 6th role, it's just another absolute quality player to come off the bench if that's the role he has to play for 3-4 weeks or whatever it may be. So I would have absolutely no issue with it being Kone whatsoever. But yeah, Paulinho probably is the only one that would, from a defensive point of view, be that's what we should be doing. We just won't pay the money.
Shout out to a few of you in the comments. I think Ali, Jamie as well. Check the Core. We linked with him heavy towards the end of the summer. Still no.
Yeah, I was pushing that agenda at one point, but that's because I just wanted to DM that badly. But I was just like, if you got the money,
he's not.
But I would still say this though. This is just my opinion. I reckon if he did go to Liverpool, he would have started way more games, in my opinion, than Ender. I think he would have.
We would have had to, Matt. We'd have paid 60-70 mil for him.
Well, either way, I think he would have made an impact. The thing is, because you look at it and go, oh, he's not playing well for Palace now, but Palace aren't even the same. They ain't got Zaha no more. They haven't got that same buzz about them.
They got a
Palace
boy ball as well.
Yeah, they're not. Palace are not playing well, and sometimes
he's a good player.
Yeah,
he's a good player. There's no doubt that he's a good player. Decore is a good player. Same way that Onana at Everton. I think he's a good player as well. Like they are good players, but they're just not. And again, maybe it could be something to do with the management and what's going on. But remember when everybody was kind of being like, "Wow, what?" And I said it. I don't think that what's his name was Liverpool level. He's gone Man United, and I know they are a bit of a mess. I know, but he's still getting.
Amrabat, you talking?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Amrabat. He's still getting spun on the 6th.
I remember some people wanted to get
and
Amrabat,
doing madness. And I said it. Amrabat.
Yeah, I was one of them. I did one.
I was never so
good player. Amrabat is a good player. He's not Liverpool level. He's not Man United level. He's not.
Yeah, he's not. He's not.
He's not.
Good, but
Like, we've got to be honest.
yeah.
He's not. I said
I
it.
don't think he'd have looked as bad at us as he does at United, though.
That is true, but I don't think he would have been the answer either.
Remember, bruv, there was a point where Ten Hag was playing in left back, you know.
That was cruel as well. That is mad. Did I say what's even more cruel?
Even when he played DM, he's getting spun on a sixpence. I'm not gonna lie.
No, but Carl's right. He's playing left back. I'll tell you what's more cruel though. James Milner left Liverpool to go to Brighton to play midfield. They've been playing him right back.
Yeah.
You do realise the other day he was up against like Foden and them man there again.
Doku.
And
Doku
Doku. Sorry, Doku. Like, bro, if you're James Milner,
No, bro, he's playing there by circumstance, bro. They've got bare injuries.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Is it Lamptey fit?
He's the oldest player. Probably.
I don't think Lamptey was fit at the time when Milner played. I don't think.
I'd actually tell the manager, why don't you go play there? I left Liverpool not to play right back. And the manager's like, yeah, we want you at Brighton. Yeah, big up Adam Lallana. Yeah, he sorted out the thing. Rete, pattern, man. Adam Lallana's like, yes, sir, mate. Yeah, like, we got a couple of problems. So, like, you got right back. What are you talking about? Bro, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's...
When I saw James Milner versus Doku, do you know how angry James Milner was? He had to play against Doku. He gave him one rash challenge, and wanted to take everything, bro. He wanted to take man's virginity, bro. The way the man went in for the challenge, you should have seen it. Doku, like it was a 50-50, and James Milner put everything you can think of into that challenge. I thought Doku was finished.
Do you know another reason why Amrabat? I don't think we even considered him. He's not a good progressive passer. And I think that's another thing that Klopp really wants from a DM. Amrabat's not a good progressive passer. He can carry the ball forward quite well for like 20, 30 yards, but he's not a progressive passer. Like I've seen him give the ball away way too many times at Man United.
He's not press resistant. It's mad.
No, he's not.
You press him, do
you know what he is? He's just a bulldog. He's a bulldog. He just like let him off the leash, let him run around like a little madman chasing or whatever. But like, yeah, that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like Mascherano without the swag on a B-Tech version. Like,
try C-Tech, bro. Mascherano was different.
Yeah,
bro.
for real. No, that's for real. Because Mascherano's one of the best DMs to ever live. You're right. He's a C-Tech.
Big up to Jamie. Guys, make sure you go and subscribe to Jamie's channel if you haven't. Liverpool looking at Lucas Gorner Duarth. That is the RB. Is it either RB Salzburg or RB Leipzig DM? I've seen highlights of him because I think someone else mentioned him. A couple of people in France saying he's the heir to the Tchouameni throne and all that. He looks good from highlights, but again, I can't sit here and be like, yeah, I've watched him play and he does this. I can't do that. He just looks good from highlights. But he's meant to be very good.
Big up G Mark Gray too. Look at our comment. Big up G.
I know.
It's the bald head as well, you know.
Yeah, everything.
Stop putting us all in the same category, man.
Chucky says, is VVD the greatest defender ever in his prime?
In my opinion, Premier League, yes. World, probably not, but close.
Premier League, I would say the only people, in my opinion, that can match him in his prime, and I say match, are Rio and Vincent Kompany.
Stam as well.
Oh, and Stam.
But I'll be honest with you guys, none of their peaks, they were way more consistent, most probably. None of their peaks hit Van Dijk's peak. That 2 years, Van Dijk was actually a superhero. Let's not know that he was an actual superhero.
He should have won Ballon d'Or, fam. That's how mad it was.
People like Troy Deeney, who are about that life, said, I don't want the smoke. There's no point asking or trying for smoke with this guy.
The 18-19 season, I think to myself, I don't think I've seen a defender be so... But, like, he was just too good. It was almost like he was fake.
He was fake for those 2 years. For those 2 years, he was actually fake. Like,
I don't had everything. There's nothing, bro. Even his aura, he had everything and his aura. Man was flipping Super Saiyan God / Ultra Instinct Virgil, bro.
Man was Goku, bro.
Bro, it was nuts. There was nothing that phased him.
That wasn't an attribute he didn't have.
Bro, they started making up stats about no one's dribbled past him for like a year or something.
Crazy.
That's how mad it was.
I
never forget. Do you know when I knew he was different? Sorry, it's quick before we move on. The Wolves game, 18-19, Adama Traore kicked it and said, I'm gonna go. Yeah, he said, I'm gonna go and get that. Virgil ain't, bro. I've never seen a defender double clutch that quick. I remember Virgil's tall. So for him to hit that his top speed so quick,
and then barged him as well.
Yeah.
Muscled him. I remember.
Yeah. Nah, he's different. He's different.
There was another game as well against Chelsea, 18-19, where him and Gomez double clutched Willian.
Yes, I remember, bro.
Yeah. And Son. 18-19 Champions League final,
bro.
Son as well.
Son burst through.
Yeah.
And Virgil just went beep beep. That was it.
And then won the ball clean as well. Didn't even go to ground or anything, just won the ball clean.
Do you remember against Spurs again, but in the Premier League where he forced his so it was a 2-on-1 in it. Yeah,
he defended a 2-on-1 by himself.
Yeah, that is crazy. And he used aura. He was defending one, then he used the aura, the shadow clone thing to watch the other guy, bro. We just couldn't see it, bro. I'm telling you. Virgil was mad then.
Peak Virgil was the best centre back the Premier League's ever seen, and that's an absolute fact.
Yeah, in my opinion, so too as well. Salil says, do you guys here we go. Do you all think we should get Osimhen or still trust in Nunez? We're not gonna get Osimhen.
No, but I don't think we need Osimhen.
Well, the question is, would you sell Darwin to get Osimhen if you could?
Not right now, no. But this thing, Darwin's had a good season so far. Yes, he's had his ups and downs, and rightly so, you're gonna get criticized. But to start thinking, it's not like he's the same as last season, where it's like, I don't know, he's got like 1 goal or something at this time or whatever. He's got like 2 goals, and we're sitting there going, oh my gosh, bro. Yeah, we can't just win anything. We just give him a bit, we just got to back him and give him more time. Obviously, like myself, you get concerned because in big games, if he does miss, you start thinking, oh my days, like at some point you need to score. But he can score. It's just that sometimes he will just do a madness. Once he irons that out, and I think he will, we don't need to be thinking about other strikers, bro. I don't think, not right now. We're not at that phase. It's not like he's been here for 3 years and my man hasn't changed or something. I don't know. Like, that's kind of mad.
We'll revisit this conversation after Osimhen decides to move or whatever he does in a year or two.
What's Osimhen doing now, by the way? Is he doing well now?
What has Osimhen actually done overall? Forget about last season, which was a brilliant season. Overall, for this like £150 million price tag, I think I heard, and like
150.
Like, come on, man. If Osimhen, if the rumors are to be true and that Osimhen's going to go to Chelsea, we'll have this conversation in 2 years, and you lot will be like, "Rah, Drift was right to question Osimhen." But we'll see in it. We'll see when we get there. Like, he's today's flavor of the month, innit? There's always certain players that like become the flavor of the month. Like, Osimhen ain't better than Nunez. I don't care what anyone says.
As in right now.
Right now, long run, whatever, whichever way you want to put around it, he's not better than Nunez.
He's a better striker than Darwin.
Nah, he's a better fit. He's a more clinical finisher than Nunez. He is.
He's a better striker.
What I'm saying is, I think Nunez has more potential than Osimhen. There's a difference. That's what I think.
He's a better, as of right now, he's a better striker than Darwin.
I think he's more clinical. He is more clinical.
Like that, I don't think
each to their own.
I can't actually think of an attribute Darwin's got over him, maybe apart from pace.
It's not just about attributes. I'm just talking about as a player overall, regardless of what you think, who's better than what or where. Osimhen ain't better than, you know.
But what would make you say that? What would you bring to the table to say Nunez is better than him?
I watched both of them play, and I just think that Osimhen and Nunez there's not much even between them. That's the thing. Like, I'm not saying Nunez is way above him, but I'm not swapping Nunez for Osimhen. I think Nunez, for me personally,
No, that's not the question. I'm not saying you necessarily swap, but what would make you say Nunez is better than Osimhen right now?
maybe Osimhen doesn't have those couple like, oh my god, how did he miss that kind of easy tapping type scenarios? But other than that, I don't think his movement's better than Nunez. I don't think obviously Nunez is quicker. I don't think he's better in the air than Nunez. I just don't think.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Osimhen in the air is nuts, bro.
But Nunez is very good in the air.
No, I'm not saying no, bro. Osimhen is fake in it, bro. He's like flipping LeBron James. I'm not joking. That's one aspect I will say. Like, no, bro. Osimhen's crazy.
We'll see.
Honestly,
we'll see. Like I said, there's always that guy that becomes that like kind of like, you know, flavor of the month. This is what I heard everybody tell me about Jadon Sancho, about Jovetic, about about Vlahovic. I've heard it all before. I've heard it all before, bro. Honestly, I've heard it all before. Remember Jovic? Remember before Jovic went Real Madrid? Man, them told me, this guy. Yeah.
No, I hear that, but you can't. But what it is though, he's proving what he's doing. If that makes sense, like
Osimhen's had one standout season, albeit it coincided with Napoli winning the league. That's wicked. But he's had one standout season. Nunez had a standout season at Benfica before we bought him.
I mean, obviously Crava helped as well, but he was so important to them. Like, bro, my man just went crazy.
I mean,
listen, like but the thing is, it's not even a slight on Nunez. But it's not a slight on Nunez.
Definitely overhyped.
Osimhen is better. Nah, Osimhen is better, bro. He's better, but I just think Darwin has the capabilities to be better than him. And it sounds so crazy. Darwin just needs confidence and like just consistency. Honestly, because Darwin shouldn't be missing the chances that he's missing, because Osimhen wouldn't miss them type of chances there. Not as many anyway. But that's what I'm trying to say. So it's like, if one of them if he can iron that out, we're talking about a different caliber of striker. Because some of them chances that Nunez hits the target with, he doesn't even hit the target. He'll just bury them now. That's the type of Nunez that I'm going to be expecting in how many months or whatever. Like, that's what I think anyway. And it's not starting him, bro. Osimhen's a world-class striker, bro. Or at least one of the top European striker. Osimhen's serious, you know. He's serious.
I'm not saying he's not a good player. I'm just saying. I remember 2 years ago in the build-up to the World Cup in the qualifications and all that, I heard Nigerian fans saying they don't know if Osimhen's even the guy. And I know he's young, so 2 years ago, obviously. But like, so how did he go from that? How did he go from that to now people? Anyway, we'll see.
Osimhen's good.
He is good. I wouldn't swap him for Nunez. I don't think he's better than Nunez.
I don't. Cal, you coming back in?
I thought I was on the screen.
Bob, do you know what's so crazy? Do you know I knew you was on the screen because you was talking in the moment. I could see you going, no, I don't know. And I was like, bro, who's Cal talking to?
Because I switched tabs. I thought I was already on the screen.
Yeah. But no, just I think, like I said, I think Osimhen's
2 years ago, Osimhen, he might have had his doubts, but in the last 2 years, he's more than stepped up. Like at Lille, he was good.
In the last year, I would say, not 2 years. I think in the last year. But it's all right. Like I said, each their own. It's just opinion, innit? So it's cool.
Yeah, well, time will tell. I hope he doesn't come to the Premier League unless it's Liverpool, because
I think he goes Chelsea.
He's going Chelsea, bro. It's obvious. He's going Chelsea.
I'll be honest, if he goes Chelsea, he's going to be a problem.
Or he'll go. Are you ready for this one?
United.
If Haaland was to ever leave Man City, which he won't, but let's say Real Madrid gave up on their dream on Mbappe. Let's say that Real Madrid went for Haaland and Haaland went there. Man City will go and get Osimhen.
No, I actually think the only other club other than Chelsea is Arsenal.
No, wouldn't go Arsenal.
Yeah,
I think he'd go Man United.
I think Arsenal,
No. Arsenal need a striker. I think he's the only other club other than Chelsea that he'll end up at.
Don't sleep on Real Madrid either.
I don't see him at Arsenal. I don't know why. I know what you mean in his striker, but I just don't see Osimhen at Arsenal. For whatever reason, I don't see it.
Don't sleep on Real Madrid either. They need a number 9.
They do, you're right.
I think I've heard a lot of feelings on the Osimhen thing. If that's your boy, that's your boy. It's opinion, isn't it? Right. You know what I mean?
But bro, it doesn't mean make Nunez bad. It just means Osimhen's just better, though.
No. I'm saying. I said I could see. I've hurt a couple people with my like because I see through it, but it's all right. We'll see in it. In a year or two's time, we'll revisit the conversation about Osimhen. We'll see.
AJ said, how important is it for our next DM to have pace? Depends on tactics.
I think it's
It's
kind of
very
important
important.
because the way how we play expansive football.
I don't think it's very important. Flacco
No,
didn't have pace. We won everything.
Yeah, and look what Flacco had enough. Just had enough.
No,
and
but
look
we're
what
talking about
happened.
having pace here. Flacco was never quick, you know.
No, he was
we
never
don't
quick.
play the same like we used to though either.
That's why I said it's about tactics.
But even though Flacco was slow, I never forget a game when it was against Chelsea and Timo Werner was playing up against him and Flacco had to do some running. Now, Flacco obviously was not quick, but like I said, he was quick enough. Yeah.
So he's playing centre back in that game, no matter.
No, but I remember they played the ball down the line and Flacco had to run. I was scared. Don't you remember?
Yeah, no, he stood him up.
That was Timo Werner them times there.
But we also saw what Timo become in it. We saw.
No. But it's
not taking. I'm not taking anything away from Flacco. I'm just saying, I don't. If you put a prime Flacco in this team right now, Flacco doesn't have pace, but we thrive as a team.
No, but he's quick enough. Yeah. That's what I mean. He's quick enough.
I don't think we need a pacey DM. I think we just need someone capable of doing the position. Pause.
Yeah, someone who could just cover the ground, didn't it? Because look at Rodri.
I think we do need him to have pace, though. I do.
So for me, it'd be a bonus. I don't think Rodri's even that quick. Like he's quick, as you're saying, he's quick enough.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
You see, McAllister. A lot of the problems that McAllister has, I think, is down to lack of pace. I think half those challenges that he makes where he gives away the fouls, if he had a bit more pace, he'd probably actually get there. Like I think pace is very important for a DM.
For me, he's just not a DM, bro.
He's
shout
not.
out to Asian Reds.
He's not.
30 subs away from 1K, fellas. Big up my brothers. Guys, I've just put the link in the chat for Beijing Reds TV. There's over 600 of you in here. If you've not subscribed, be one of the 30 to get them over the line, please, guys. Should be routine now. Let's do this. AJ, it's a good follow-on question from what we were just discussing, boys. For the 6, an elite level pace and power or reading of the game? Not before either of you say both. It's got to be one or the other. The word is all.
I'll be honest, if it can only be one, I'm going pace and power, you know. This is the Premier League. I'm going pace and power.
I'm taking elite reading of the game.
Elite reading in the game can't catch man on a counter attack.
It stops the counter attack before it happens.
No, not always. But sometimes there's just too much for one man.
As good as you can read the game, it doesn't mean to say you can stop it.
Yeah, like Sammy Hupia had elite reading of the game. Once Didier Drogba stood him up, it's done. Like
that was the later years of his
no,
career,
but it's like if
I'm taking elite reading of the game, man.
No, I'm taking pace and power.
I'm taking pace and power.
Because pace and power doesn't mean that you'll make the right decision when you get to.
No, that's right. But at least you got a chance to recover.
Potentially.
Reading the game. Imagine McAllister can read the game well, but we can see the shortcomings already.
He can read the game well from an 8 position, not from.
Let me put this. Let me ask you like this then. Would you rather? Who would you say is just pace and power?
Busquets.
No. Would you rather Kone? No. Because I'm saying, would you rather Kone or try to think for that can translate for what we would want now? Kone for pace and power or reading of the game? Paulina, because Paulina can read the game. I think better than
as in right now. Paulina. I think.
Would you?
Yeah, 100%.
But the difference is Paulina is not a slouch. That's the difference.
No, but we're saying both have got elite level in pace and power or elite level reading of the game. So it's effectively Busquets.
I'm thinking.
I'd need to know what the equivalent was for the other one. So elite pace and power, how poor's the reading of the game?
Yeah.
And elite reading of the game, how slow and weak are you? Like I need to know what the other side of it is.
It's just one or the other, bro. You either have elite pace and power or elite reading of the game.
I'm still going pace and power, you know. I'm
thinking of it. I'm not sure because I just answered my own question in a sense of I'm starting to wonder. I think I would rather Paulina. Let's just say, for example, just giving these two as an example, by the way, Paulina or Kone. I think I'd rather Parley.
But
Like.
Paulinho's not slow though, man. All right, here's what I'll say
No,
to
but
you.
he's not. But he's far
No.
from quick. He's like
That's
Rodri
what I'm
quick.
saying. He's far from quick.
Here's what I will
He's
say
not fast. Bro.
to back up what I'm saying. Pace and power cannot be taught, nor can you like work on it, so to speak. Like you either have it or you don't. Yeah. Ask Elliot. Elliot's been trying his hardest to get quicker. It doesn't happen. You're either quick or you're not. That's a God-given talent. Reading in the game can also be God-given, but I think you can learn to be smart and be taught how to be tactically astute while having the pace and power as the natural attribute. If you're brilliant in the mind, if you're Sam Hoopier, nobody's turning you into Usain Bolt. You can try as hard as you want. That's it. You ain't doing it. So I'd rather have the coachable thing that he don't have, and then have the actual natural attribute that is God given than the other way around.
That argument,
Elite reading is God given, bro.
This is what I was gonna say.
But if you're Sam Hoopier and you can read the game elite, it doesn't matter.
Xavi Hernandez was the exorcist, bro.
Not everyone can. I'll give you an example.
But he wasn't a destroyer, though, was he?
No, that's what I'm saying. But how many midfielders talk to Xavi in history?
Yeah, but as a 8 kind of roaming box to box midfielder, it's a bit different to being a 6. When you're a 6,
what about
we're just
Xabi
talking
Alonso?
about defending.
Bro.
These Xabi Alonso.
Busquets was kind of quick. He weren't slow.
Busquets weren't quick, bro.
He weren't quick.
He wasn't slow.
He weren't quick.
Bro, he was meaty for pace.
Busquets wasn't slow. Busquets wasn't slow. He wasn't slow.
No, but what I'm saying, what Cal's trying to say is, and I kind of understand.
Hold on.
There's players like
Pirlo's Flacco. Elite reading of the game, Flacco.
Yeah, for real.
I'm not saying it can't work, but somebody asked me which one I would rather have. I think pace and power is better than
teach elite reading of the game either. I think that's God given as well, Drew.
Look, you can have as much of an elite reading of the game as you want, but there's still going to be a lot of times you'll get caught out.
Good agility for his.
I've never seen.
Busquets wasn't slow. I'm surprised people are saying they think.
No, Busquets was
slow.
But this is my point.
He was quicker than Flacco.
Quick, I don't think he was, but because he's so quick in the mind,
I don't know. I'm not sure. That's a debate. That's a debate still.
I think Busquets is quicker than Flacco.
Someone said it best though. Would you rather your DM be Would you rather your DM be Kante? Actually, no, because Kante is an alien.
Kante had great reading of the game as well.
Yeah, he's an alien. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Kante wasn't real. I still don't believe he is real.
Kante's an alien because he could read the game and the athleticism to go with it was crazy.
All right. The mad thing is, Szoboszlai's got good reading of the game, so it doesn't quite work. But when you go down to 10 men, how does Szoboszlai carry the burden of 2 players without having the physical attributes? Forget how good he can read the game. It was his physical attributes that allowed him to be able to do that.
It's both, Drift, to be fair. It's actually both.
But you can't. I think that you could have kind of done what he done without the great mental reading of the game. But you could read the game as good as you want without the physical. He's not being able to get around the pitch well enough to be able to cover the
I hate to do this though, but how many times have we seen pace and power players lose pace or power and their game's done? Whereas you look at players who have elite reading and they can play for
that's a whole nother kind of conversation. I mean, you say that, Cal, but you lot all said Flacco was done. He's only 29. So
no, but
he had elite reading of the game, right? What his legs went.
No, his
reading of the game didn't matter anymore.
His legs completely went.
But apparently, all that matters is he can read the game well.
No,
we're not
saying that's all that matters. You've got to have other attributes to it as well. But in terms of which I'm taking, which has more longevity, in my opinion, I think reading of the game does have more longevity.
Isn't last season's Flacco the prime example of reading in the game but not being physical?
No, because he wasn't reading the game last season.
Yeah, that's true, but then you've also got players that if they lose their pace and power, they're finished because they can't read the game very well. So you got it's both. You get both sides of the coin, because there's players that pace and power. Once they're done. Like,
all right,
because they got nothing else.
All right, who would you lot rather have in your team then? Sissoko from Spurs getting to the Champions League final, Sissoko, or last season's Flacco?
What, for as a DM?
just in your midfield period, whichever way, like which one would you rather have?
But Sissoko's in a DM and Flacco in an 8, so they have to be a
I know, but I'm trying to give you a not intelligent footballer but has the pace and the power versus a player who can read the game, whose legs are so gone, he's got very little physical attribute. Which one are you taking?
You're saying
Sissoko
last
or
season
last
Flacco,
season
you
Flacco?
can't. He literally is what you would say.
You're either choosing an 8 or a 6. They're both very different players.
Yeah, because my man's not a 6 though.
All right. Sissoko playing as a 6 then,
No, but
or Flacco from last season.
Flacco, because Sissoko can't play as a 6.
Sissoko has no positional sense whatsoever. He'll run around and be and make them challenges on the counter, and everyone will be like, "Oh my god, he saved us!" But
I was told last season Flacco was why we were so bad.
No, it wasn't the only reason.
No, but it's one of the main
He was
factors.
terrible last season. I don't think that can be the debate.
And you would have still rather had that than having the peak.
All right, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. Prime Hendo was pace and power. Look what happened. He had to kind of adapt his game and then kind of. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, but peak Hendo was very integral to a lot of good at Liverpool. So
no, but what I'm saying is, once he lost a lot of his athleticism, because he was never Xabi Alonso, was he? If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think Hendo never had technical ability to go with it. That was the problem.
But what I'm saying is he relied on pace and power, like old school Hendo. He was pace and power. Drive with the ball. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And he's got good technical ability, not amazing. But then obviously, like, he had to try and learn to like be sharp in the mind and read the game better, which he did do to a degree. But like my argument was going to say to you is he could never be Xabi Alonso, for example. He could never be Gerrard. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Xabi Alonso could never have done what Hendo did in his prime.
That's very, very true. But that's what I'm trying to say. There's two sides to the argument.
Yeah, Henderson actually had a good reading of the game. I think that's
no. He did.
Never elite.
I'm just saying, not elite though. If that makes sense, not elite.
Yeah, but I think it was good enough, and that's why I said you do have to look at how bad is the other side, how poor is your reading of the game with your pace, and how.
Well, let's just say it's good. Let's say it's average for both. 5 out of 10. Let's say pace.
I'm definitely taking pace and power then. Yeah,
if it's average reading of the game, pace and power, or elite reading the game with average pace, I'm taking reading the game.
And do you want to know who's going to be my perfect example for this? Is Kyle Walker. I think when Kyle Walker was at Tottenham, he had an average reading in the game with unbelievable physical attributes, and Guardiola taught him the mental side, and now he's the best right back to ever play in the league.
Very different, because Pep's system allows him to do that rather than his reading of the game. Because if you actually watch Kyle Walker on a regular basis, he gets caught out a lot. His pace just recovers him sometimes.
No, but look how well he played for England as well, Cal. I think he's just grown into an extremely intelligent.
He's gotten better, but I'm not gonna lie though, bro. I don't want to this Kyle Walker, but could Kyle Walker do that at any other club that's not Man City though? And I don't want to be disrespectful to him, because obviously if you're coached so high level, you had to. But I do feel like, and again, maybe I'm being a bit disrespectful, but I feel the system he plays in for that Man City, bro. Come on, man. It helps him a lot.
No, I'm not. I don't want to get into the semantics. I'm just saying he's the proof of Guardiola taught him the mental side, because he already had the physical side there, and that's why I'll go pace.
He's gone better with experience. But that's natural, though. I think as you get older as a defender, you realize like you have to be smarter. Because your body, it depends.
It depends. Aurier's still crap at defending, and he's about 33. It depends, isn't it?
Okay, but I mean, there's obviously going to be some that just never improve. There'll be some players that play like they were still not. Aurier still plays like he's 21 years old. Does that make sense?
He just wasn't good at reading the game at all, innit? Really.
No, as you get experience, you're supposed to mature, because you're supposed to pick up game intelligence as you play throughout the years. You're supposed to learn things. You don't just play. Because here's the thing: some players just play football, but they're not learning things. Like Aurier strikes me as someone who doesn't learn. Like I bet this can sound so harsh, but like you see when they do things like I don't know, like they'll look over a game and like they'll show you like what you can be strong, what you can be. I reckon Aurier sticks to that and goes, yeah, but he just plays his game, innit? He's like,
I would rather my player always had an attribute that was God given that other people don't have, and teach the other parts. Then,
bruv, God given brain is like, I don't think
pause.
Yeah, pause. But like, you see players like Xabi Alonso, bruv, you that's God given, you know. The way how they play football.
If we
You
talk
can't
about
teach
right
stuff like
backs,
that.
I mean, Trent.
Can't teach stuff like that.
Trent's got elite level like intelligence, and I'd say average pace. I mean, there's been bare pace and power right backs in the league, and we ain't taking any of them over Trent in his prime.
No. Trent's quite quick. I wouldn't say he's just average for pace. He's quite quick.
For a right back, he's got average pace for a right back.
I say he's
Look,
got
like I said, we can agree to disagree. If you think intelligence is more important, it's fine. It's not even a factual debate. Again, it's
This
just
is Azpilicueta.
I think Azpilicueta in his prime was pretty quick though. He wasn't slow.
I was average pace for a right back.
No, but I mean, if you're like a 6.5 or a 7 out of 10 for pace, like you're not slow. Do you know what I mean? Like you're not slow.
I'm not
innit?
saying he's slow, but I think, bro,
Azpilicueta
right backs and left backs are genuinely very nippy and quick, innit? Like, I think Trent is an average paced right back.
I think that's quite harsh to be
You're gonna
fair.
allow me, man.
But again,
Silva's another one. Thiago Silva verse, you got no pace now. I remember I did say even in a back four, he'd still be all right, and he's been all right.
No, but he had elite attributes both physically and mentally in his prime. So he's like
but now he has
Wayne.
now his athleticism has
but
expired.
because he always had good intelligence.
I've got a Uno reverse card. Dennis Bergkamp, what we saying?
Dennis Bergkamp's an anomaly.
Dennis Bergkamp did not have mad pace or anything like
No,
that.
but he's an anomaly. He's like, I think he's the greatest 10 to play the game. He's an anomaly.
What about Zidane? Was Zidane quick?
Aye, Matt.
Zidane weren't as slow as people think.
Let's stop.
No. Zidane, I'm not saying he was quick, but he's not slow as
all right.
people
What about
think.
Guti? What about
Berbatov.
Guti? What about Guti?
Berbatov. Xabi Alonso.
Berbatov's got the best touch football's ever seen, so he's an
What
anomaly
about
again.
Pirlo?
Pirlo was a beautiful magician with the ball, but again,
Iniesta.
he always had a destroyer or somebody around him that could do the dirty work. Pirlo weren't doing the dirty work.
Iniesta.
Iniesta was quick.
Was David Silva quick? Was David Silva quick?
David Silva, another
Was he
one.
quick?
David Silva was quick enough. Prime David Silva was quick
We're
enough.
gonna start moving the
Every
quick
time.
enough goalposts, aren't we? We're gonna.
All right, if you lot would take the. Remember, we were talking about DM as well.
I know.
We were talking about DM. Remember, we're talking about DM. You can't start baffling me with Iniestas and Zidane.
No, but I said Pirlo and them man and Xabi Alonso and them man there. And we said Busquets.
Xabi Alonso weren't a DM. We're talking about
deep line
the question was
No,
about
he was
the
no.
DM.
Oh, I got one. Busquets or Essien?
For a DM, because Essien was box to box.
No, I'm picking Busquets. It's not even a debate. Busquets, all
It's not even a
Busquets,
debate.
bro.
No, but it depends what you want. Peak Essien, from an attacking point of view and like a box to box point of view, was one of the greatest midfielders I've ever seen. So it depends what you want.
Bro,
Peak Essien, you're not sleeping on Peak Essien.
No, Essien was cold, but not in the six like
Busquets,
Busquets.
bro.
Busquets arguably the best six. One of the best six ever.
Yeah. But Essien was an 8, so they're not the same, are they?
He played 6 for Chelsea.
No, he didn't. Not really.
Of course he did, bro.
He was either in a pivot or he was in an 8.
No,
they had
when
Makelele.
When Makelele
he
left,
replaced
Essien
Makelele.
replaced him. So
Oh,
first
you're talking about that. That's the end of Essien, really. Then he got the injury and whatnot.
I was at the end. What?
Him and Makelele never played together for Chelsea, bro.
I swear they did.
No.
Did they not actually? I thought
No,
Maka
I
was
swear
there for
they
a year.
did.
No, bro.
I said Maka was there for a year.
I don't
I
think they
swear they did.
I'm
But
almost
it's only for
certain
about a
they
year
never-
though.
Did Essien not? Nah, surely they did.
I'm almost certain. If they overlap, they barely play together.
Somebody needs to fact check that for me still, because I'm sure I saw Essien and Makelele play together. I'm a bit confused.
Oh
now.
yeah, Drift. What
barely
about
played.
your player that you rate very highly? What about Pep Guardiola? Where did he play?
Guardiola was a DM.
Is it? What was he athletic or was he technical magician? What would you say? Reading the game?
He had a little bit of everything.
You can read the game. But Drift, don't even start. He was.
If you
when
go
it comes to
and see
athleticism,
some of his recovery tackles,
drift.
go and look at
Show
some
him
of his
now.
recovery tackles. He was quicker than you think he was.
Oh my! You say that about everybody. He was quicker. He's a bit, bro. He was Guardiola was not quick.
Harry
I
Kane
never,
or
said I never said he was quick. I said he's quicker than you think he was.
What about
Harry Kane or Osimhen? Harry Kane or Osimhen?
For what?
Pep was on drugs
As a striker. Kane's got average pace now. Reads the game like a book. Osimhen's got mad pace. Don't read the game like a book.
Again, you're just bringing me an elite, probably the best striker in the world.
No, but this
for
is my
your...
point.
That's the whole point of it.
We've gone through every position on the pitch pretty much, bro.
All right, well then you lot are right. It's better to have intelligence than have physical attributes. Fair enough.
I just think for this team as well, we need that calmness, man.
I saw what Flacco was like last season, and everyone moaned about how he's got no legs or whatever. No legs means he's not quick enough. That's what no legs means. He's not quick enough.
Bro, we said he did like. Let's keep it a but everything. Like Flacco was done. He was cooked. I got one. Here's the last one, Drift. What happened to the comment?
I took it off the screen.
No, I wanted to answer. Which one, Drift? Which one?
You know I'm picking Kane, but that's foolishness.
What do you mean? Why is it foolishness?
Because it's the anomaly. It's the best striker in the world.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, innit? There's a reason.
It's an anomaly. And again, we were talking about DM. Because the only thing at DM, when we're talking about elite mentality, we're just talking about reading the game.
I know, bro. I know.
Brilliant at intercepting passes and understanding what pattern of play might develop.
I know.
If that's all he's got, I'm taking the physical attribute. That's just me. When we're talking about all these other intelligent players like Xavi and all that, we're going into a whole nother conversation, a whole nother stratosphere. It's not the same. It's not comparable. For a DM, I would rather the physical attribute.
Who's the other DM that was absolutely crazy?
Rude Boy LFC says, "What's going on with Thiago? Any news on when he'll return to the first team squad? 2024."
I think Klopp said January. Did he say
January?
The earliest? Sahil says, "I like Darwin, want him to succeed, but it's too hard to watch him miss so many chances. I just can't. In the long run, it will cost us a trophy or two."
Can I just ask? He missed the two big chances, the one against Toulouse, which he created for himself, by the way, and then the one against Luton. But when people keep saying too many chances, all strikers miss chances. So other than those two, which were like a bit of a meme, like, oh my God, how did you do it? Which was bad. He's missed it. All his other misses are the type of misses all strikers miss.
They're not.
So I do get a bit confused when people say he misses too many chances. All strikers miss chances.
No,
I'll tell you what it is.
No, wait. There's been others he's missed this season. He missed the one against West Ham when Salah put him through and there was no one around him and he hit it wide of the post. The one against Union.
But is that not a chance all strikers miss? All strikers miss chances like that.
The one against Union when it was put across the box and he was right in front of goal and he hit it wide as well.
There's one where he hit the post from a close range earlier in the season as well. But you know what it is for me though? Here's the one about say though. You're right, Drift. They do miss chances, but he's not scoring enough to outweigh the misses at the moment. Because you know what's so crazy? And this is where I will agree with you. Haaland and I wouldn't say Ollie Watkins have missed maybe one more than Darwin, I think,
this
in the
season,
Premier.
yeah.
However, if I'm not mistaken, they've both outscored him. So even though they've missed,
they played double the amount of minutes as well.
Okay.
And this is what I'm saying. Haaland is an
That's
example.
what it is.
And again, because Haaland's a goal scorer, people say, why are you using him? But it's just an easy thing that most people saw. He missed 5 clear chances against Sheffield United, but then he scored and it's all forgotten. But what I'm saying is he still missed 5 clear chances. So it's like all strikers miss.
No, of course.
So it's confusing to me.
No, but don't. But I think you're
saying he misses all these
compare him
chances.
to Haaland.
All strikers miss chances.
Haaland scoring goals
many
like,
easy
at a
chances
record
and the rate
level,
he's
though.
doing it. The rate he's doing it, Drew. If he's played half the amount of time, half the amount of minutes as Haaland and Watkins, but missed the same amount of big chances as them, that's not good.
Well, it means that he's getting into the right position, so you could also look at it from a good point of view. But
that's what striker's meant to do. So if I'm playing 1,000 minutes, I'll switch it around. Drift, if you play 1,000 minutes and score 10 goals, and I play 500 minutes and score 10 goals, I'm the more clinical finisher. But
not necessarily, because you have to look at the whole thing.
Just taking a stat as a stat, though. But
if I'm playing
half the amount of time and I'm missing the same amount of chances as you, and you're playing double, if not triple the amount of time I'm playing, then there's an issue there.
So, what would people, based on that knowledge, then, is there anyone who would swap Nunez for Ollie Watkins?
No, I wouldn't.
I'm just saying, if Ollie Watkins has got, no one's
saying to swap him. No one said that. No one wants Ollie Watkins. We want a striker we're Liverpool. We want a striker who's worldly. Like we want a Haaland. We want one of them, man. That's what we want.
All I'm saying is all strikers miss chances. And yes, he's got the two big standout ones, but all strikers miss chances.
But we're not debating that.
And at the same time,
do you know what I just remembered?
Here's the mad thing as well, because I understand the argument that you want players who don't miss easy chances like he did against Luton, which I think he just was like, yeah, I'm going to score this. And it was a bit more like unprofessionalism rather than like he's crap or whatever. But there's chances like that strikers will gobble up all day long, yeah? And fair enough. If people would prefer to have that type of player, then that's fine. Ollie Watkins probably is a good example of, he probably would never miss that. But I try to look at it from both sides of the coin. And even though I don't want my striker missing chances like that, I also want a striker who can score the goal that Nunez scored against Real Madrid, who scored the goal he did against Newcastle, who scored the goal he did against Bournemouth. And you see a lot of those strikers who get that little tapping at the back post, they're not capable of those goals that Nunez scored, like the one against Bournemouth. So what I'm saying is, I weigh it up and I try to figure out which one is more beneficial. And people might say that it's worse that he misses a sitter, but Jota will score sitters, Salah will score sitters, Gakpo will score sitters. I prefer having someone in the squad who is capable of doing what he did against Bournemouth and doing against Real Madrid, because that's what variety is about. When everyone keeps on slandering Nunez, they keep forgetting it's good to have everyone who's got a bit of something else that they can bring, and we have that. So Jota will score the tap-ins. Gakpo can score some tap-ins. Diaz can be at the back post and get some tap-ins. At least we've got a player in the squad that can come up with goals like
No, I'm sorry. We've also seen Jota score bad boy chances as well. So why should we have to pick and choose? Like, I'm gonna be real with you.
Well, we haven't seen Jota score a goal like the Bournemouth goal, for example.
But we haven't seen Nunez score a goal like the Jota goal in the Europa the other day when he dribbled past two players and then slotted it either. So,
well, I mean, if he hadn't hit the post, Nunez literally did that. But he just hit the post. Obviously, you would say he should have.
No, you're thinking about different goal in the Europa League. The last Europa League game we had, Jota picked up the ball in the halfway line.
Yeah, that was brilliant. But didn't Nunez do very similar when he duppied the last defender, then went round the goalkeeper?
That was one defender in bare space. Jota has tight control.
And he hit the post, bro. Remember, he had an open goal.
Hold on. Nunez's first touch to beat that defender was exquisite. He didn't just run past him. He skilled him up.
The ball was playing into the channel. Nunez dropped the shoulder, and
no, Matt. He didn't drop the shoulder. He controlled it, dragged it, and went past.
It was a completely different attempt.
Hear what I'm saying to you. The ball got played into the channel. Nunez dropped the shoulder, but I'm not saying he didn't use any type of footwork. He used his foot and cut back. The defender kind of slid. Remember, he left the defender standing. Then he took it round the goalkeeper. And bruv, you lot
have actually
hit the post from an open goal, fam.
We're not underestimating anything.
The skill to get past that defender was brilliant.
They're two different types of attempts, though, Drift. I never downplayed Nunez. You just said, has Jota scored a goal like the Bournemouth one? I said no, but Nunez ain't scored a goal like the Jota
Arsenal when he sat them down.
Yeah,
and even if he hasn't scored a goal like the Jota one, it backs up my point. That's what's brilliant about having the amount of variety we have in our front line. So why would you be annoyed at a player being able to do something and then maybe not being as good as something else when we've got other players who can do the other part?
I feel like you're doing.
Would you rather your players score 5 brilliant goals or 10 tap-ins?
If I've only got one player, I'd rather 10 tap-ins. But if I've got a squad with all quality forwards, I'd rather the player who's got the X factor because there's other
Why?
people that can go and
I
do
just
the
want
other
the most
part.
Goals win you
I just want
games.
the most
I just want goals, bro. I don't care how they go in, bro.
I just want
If
the
they
most
go in,
goals.
if they're going from long range, it's fun. It's more fun, innit? We have a bit more banter. But a goal's a goal, whether it's from 1 yard or from
Fair enough.
100 yards.
I understand the whole squad thing, but this is just more about okay, he just needs to like improve, like basically improve his inconsistency rather than talking about the others
Hold
and
on,
saying,
my
oh,
bad signal
they,
though.
yeah. Rather than talking about saying like the others in terms of like what they do, that's all well and good. But I'm talking about Nunez, and for me, the things that like Nunez, I think Jamrock kind of said it. It's the composure at times, like because he done the hard part, like in that game where like he dropped the defender and took it around the goalkeeper, and then he hit the post. And if it just happened for the first time ever, we would just go, oh man, it's unlucky. But because he's done stuff like that before, where it's like, bro, how did you miss that? It does come, you have to start thinking it's a little bit, it's that lack of composure that he can lack at times. Because he does have it at times, the 2 goals against Newcastle. That's called composure. But it's inconsistencies. He's very much like this 1 minute, then he's like that 1 minute. Whereas other players more so are like, they're just here. Nunez is like this.
You mean
You get
like
what I'm
when our
saying?
fan base said that we should get rid of Jota about 12, 18 months ago?
Yeah, none of us agreed with it.
None of us agree with that, though, bro.
No, but what I'm saying is, what was wrong with Jota? Why people were saying that?
Because
I think people will because of his injuries as well, remember? Because he was getting
injuries
injured,
and
they were
badly
like,
out of form.
and I was like, yeah, but he'll recover from the injuries and still be a bad man.
Like this isn't down to injuries and form. And no one's saying to get rid of Nunez either.
Yeah, they are.
No, you're seeing a couple of people say it, bro. Like I could show you. There's not.
Bruv,
All right,
no one's
you know,
saying
there's
get rid of
on Twitter.
Nunez.
Yeah, there's an account. I think it's Cat JX. I think her name is Liverpool fan. She did a poll the other day, or some sort of a survey. 183,000 people took part. I'll repeat that. 183,000 people took part out of who's your favorite player. Now again, can't just go on Twitter and all that for stuff, but we do our polls and we create conversation. 183,000 people, I think, is a very good sample size. If I'm not mistaken, Nunez was top 1 or top 2 in the favorite Liverpool player currently in the squad. So this narrative that people want him gone or people hate him or this is far from the case. There are far more Darwin lovers than Darwin haters out there.
All right, fair enough.
Actually,
Maybe
agree.
there's ones that I see.
the fact that he misses bad chances is not a good sign. It's not a good thing. No one wants him gone. No one wants him gone. But the fact remains, he needs to finish the chances that he should be gobbling up. I'd rather him miss 10 of those Bournemouth chances and slot away 10 of the ones he missed at Luton. Because the chances are we're going to get more of those Luton chances with him, and we're going to get less of the ones where he's able to cut in and bend it. Because those aren't goals you score every single week unless you're flipping Suarez or R9. So I'd rather him do what he's meant to do and score them tap-ins. Like, no one wants... If anyone wants Nunez... And again, I'll say it. The only way I'm losing Nunez is if I'm getting a Harry Kane or Osimhen. I'm not just selling him for the sake of it. And I kept... Before anyone says I'm a hater, what did I say about Jota last season? I said, I don't want Jota sold, but if it's an Osimhen or a Harry Kane, then I'll do it.
Okay, so I'll just, because obviously I don't want to get caught up in this Nunez thing again. When people are saying, because I read between the lines, so people can always go, that's not what I said, but everybody can kind of tell a lot of the time what you mean by what you say if you read between the lines. So when people say Nunez is done, Nunez ain't good enough, we can't win the league with Nunez, when people say that, you read between the lines, they're saying, get rid of him, we should buy somebody else.
They're not saying get rid. They might be saying you start someone else. And he becomes an impact player, which is what I've said. I would start Jota again.
Maybe
get rid of him.
Maybe, and so you could be right. But like I said, I read between the lines. And when people say, Nunez ain't good enough, man, he ain't good enough. We can't win nothing with this guy. To me, that says, get rid of him.
You're not adding context, though, Drew. They'll say he's not good enough yet, or they'll say we're not winning the league with him as he's inconsistent at the moment.
No, Cal, they don't add all that. You're being generous. They don't add all that. They just say he ain't good enough. Get rid of him.
I can show you numerous examples, though, Drift. I could go Twitter right now and show you numerous examples.
Do
I
a
got-
poll right now.
I
Do
got- I
a
got-
poll in our chat right now, and let's see if who would sell Nunez, and it's either sell Nunez or he has to be the number 9. Do a poll and let's see what people say. And if people, and tell the truth, people in this poll, don't just do it to make a thing. Where be honest. He either plays up front for Liverpool week in week out, or we sell him. Which one would you rather?
What do you want me to write in the actual poll?
Darwin
It's not,
starts
we're not
every
going to be
game.
on for much longer, to be fair. But what do you actually want me to write?
Nunez starts every game for the next year, or sell him.
But those are so extreme, Drift. Like
Those are extreme measures. Don't
No one's-
start every
No,
game.
because I just want to know whether people want to keep him or not.
Why don't you just put that in plain and simple? Should Liverpool keep or sell Nunez this summer, regardless of how well he does, or something like that? I don't know.
Because then that changes the whole thing of, like you lot said, maybe people are all right for him to be the third choice striker or whatever. But I'm talking about when people say we can't win nothing with this guy, he's not good enough, whatever. I read between the lines, and if someone says to me they don't,
between the lines doesn't make your reading correct, though, Drift.
just like when I said Amrabat's not Liverpool level, he's not good enough to play for Liverpool. It's because don't want the player at the club.
No, but there's a different. All right, so would you have taken him as a squad option, though?
No, I don't think Amrabat is good enough for Liverpool. I said it countless times.
All right, but that's the point then, Drift. So just because you've said it like that doesn't mean someone else says it like that.
But the majority of the time, through my long years in Liverpool in football, that's what people mean when they say he ain't good enough for my team. They mean I don't want him here.
Not all, but no one said he's not good enough for the team, Drift. We're saying, or in fact, I'm not going to say we're. I've said it, and I think, but I said it a couple of weeks ago, and we all had banter about it. I said if it was a Champions League final tomorrow or Europa League final tomorrow, my starting number 9 would be Jota. We bantered about it, but I explained my reasons why. But I also said it was very close in my mind as to who I'm picking, and I gave the reasons why I was picking said player. And I've always said I think Darwin off the bench is a major problem for teams. Just because I wouldn't start him doesn't mean I want him gone from the club. Just because people don't think he's ready or to finish. All right. Ben Doak. Ben Doak's got a finished article right now, right? Does anyone want Ben Doak to be sold? No.
No, but here's the thing, Cal, because I think what you're doing is you're being very generous to the people. And again, I'm not trying to say what I'm saying is the fact. I'm using opinion. If you don't think he's good enough to start, everybody pretty much knows you use the words that mean what you say. So say, I don't think Nunez is good enough to start for us, guys. I think he should just be a squad player. When you say this man ain't good enough, he's not good enough to play for Liverpool, you've gone beyond. Like, why didn't you say you don't think he should be a starter? In my opinion, that's what you were saying. That's what you meant. So I could be wrong, but people say what they mean.
Could you not argue that's
what they mean?
But you could argue that's emotion at a time, Drift. We all say stuff on streams that we say in emotion, and then we think back and go, we maybe shouldn't have said that. Aren't the people allowed to have that emotional reaction as well, especially after a performance like that?
Maybe, but I've also seen it when it hasn't been straight after the game. So you're right, it could be that, but I've also seen it when it's not that and it isn't emotional. So, like I said, I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. This is an opinion. But in my opinion, if somebody comes on or somebody's on Twitter or I speak to someone and they say Nunez ain't good enough for Liverpool, I am not going to give them all of they don't think he should start. Well, I'm going to take it for what it usually means. He shouldn't be a Liverpool player. Same way, a lot of people said, and again, you was one of them, Cal. I'm not even saying you was wrong for it. He's like, I don't think Henderson's good enough for Liverpool anymore. You didn't mean make him a squad player, because you even openly said, I think we should sell him. I don't think he should be a Liverpool player anymore. Do you get what I mean? So what I'm saying is, usually when people say you're not good enough for my team, you mean he shouldn't be here. You don't mean put him in the squad or whatever. You mean he shouldn't be here.
What percentage of the fan base do you think that is, then, Drew?
I'd probably say it's 50-50 on Nunez.
Never in a million years, bro. We watch Liverpool. We watch Liverpool more than most fans get to because we obviously cover it, bro. Every time Nunez does something on the pitch, the Nunez chant echoes around Anfield. Whether he scores, whether he misses.
Fans are a bit different, though. Match going fans are a bit different.
Bro, have a look on. Bro, I've just given you a Twitter survey that had 183,000 people, and out of everyone in the squad, we're talking the Salahs, the Allisons, the Virgils, who have been here, won everything, bona fide legends already. Darwin was in the top 2 of favorite players out of 183,000 people.
Yeah, I think that kind of says it for me. That says that he's loved.
And when was that poll done, by the way?
The poll was finished like 2-3 days ago.
Okay.
If you go Twitter now and type in Nunez, you'll see people go, "He had a bad day at the office, but he's still Nunez." Or, the Nunez love is crazy.
It is.
I know
to the
he gets
point where to the point where
he definitely gets love.
No, Drift, you don't think he gets enough love. That's why you're talking like this now.
I think he gets just as much hate as he gets love.
He absolutely doesn't, bro.
I think he does.
He absolutely doesn't.
From what I see,
Jota gets more hate than Nunez. How about that?
He does.
Nah,
Jota gets more hate
he
than
does.
Nunez.
I don't.
Prove me wrong, bro. Jota gets more hate than Nunez.
I think so.
And plus, you get a lot of, like, we call them flip-flops, I guess, innit? In terms of thing. Like, Nunez has been playing well this season, so maybe there's a few people that are like in love with him. But during the summer, I remember seeing so much slander for Nunez. It wasn't even like I actually started thinking to myself, I hope he doesn't go on social media. That's what I started thinking to myself, because the amount of slander during the summer Nunez was getting, and like a lot of last season as well. Maybe because he's had a good season so far, there are some people he's turned around. So maybe I should go and look a bit more recently. But my memory will never forget last season and during the summer, all the things I used to hear about Nunez, and it just would baffle the hell out of me. But again, if it's different now, fair enough. But I 100% know that it might be different after he's had about 7 or 8 really good weeks now of the season. But in the summer, he definitely weren't getting more love than he was getting hate. That's a fact. And last season, he definitely weren't getting more love than he was getting hate. So I just think it's been a bit unfair on Nunez overall in his Liverpool career. I just think there's been a lot of unnecessary criticism towards him in his Liverpool career. A lot from Liverpool.
Like what, though, Drift? Like what?
Just over the top criticism. Like I said, he's not good enough to be here. Like, of course he's good enough to be a Liverpool player. But
is that Liverpool fans or rival fans?
It's actually Liverpool fans, which is probably what's more upsetting than anything. Rivals, you take it with a pinch of salt. You take the rivals with a pinch of salt.
I think the rivals, man, personally.
Rivals don't really talk about Nunez.
Yes, they do. We know what they do.
No, they meme him.
No, they do, because of the whole. Oh, we signed Nunez. He's going to be better than Haaland. That's what stemmed it in the first place.
Yeah. That was at the beginning of last season.
It was like a lazy comparison, because obviously we bought a striker, they bought a striker. That's what started the lazy comparison, isn't it?
Generally speaking, I don't think they do. Yeah, during that whole comparison thing they did. But generally speaking, I see Liverpool fans talk about Nunez more than I see rivals talk about him.
Do you want to see the poll results, Drift?
Yeah, go for it.
80% want him to play and stay.
Okay. Big up the chat.
I said, it seems as though whenever you criticize Nunez, this is what happens, bro. Like, he's the most protected player at our club. It's wild to me.
He's the most protected.
Maybe this season, but he weren't
since he's been here, he's been the most protected player at the club. Because we want him to succeed so bad that no matter what he does, we always turn a blind eye to it. And then when people call him out, you call a hater or you call not seeing the long-term benefits. He's the most protected player at the club.
I don't see it, but fair enough.
Tom Mizzy, big up Tom Mizzy, says Redondo, Fernando, Redondo's son, him and Mac 10, Argentina double pivot, Vamos. By the way, match day tomorrow. Play as a right winger. Rather be a gunman like Mr. Wick, but I digress. All the best, Mr. Tar Wizzy. AJ says, who suits us better, Rodri or Kante, peak for peak? Probably Kante in his peak was, for me, the best in the world. So,
probably
yeah,
Rodri in his peak right now is the best in the world. Kante is just, He
I
could
don't
defend
even
like
know.
Rodri.
Actually, I
Nah,
don't even know.
He could defend like Rodri, but he could also do the attacking thing when he needed to as well.
I know, but Rodri can also get clutch goals.
No, he can, but Kante could dribble through a team and score a clutch goal.
I know,
against
but in
us.
big game moments, though, Rodri's normally clutch.
Champions League final against Kevin De Bruyne and Kante.
I know, bro. You're sleeping on
World
Rodri,
Cup final
bro.
with diarrhea, Kante, bro.
No, he came off the pitch, man. But yes, he's come. He didn't.
Yeah,
didn't
he
play.
still played enough though to do his job.
No, brother, came off that 20 minutes.
Rodri is a special player, but I agree
Rodri's
with Kante.
different.
I think when Kante was at his peak, he
Mm.
kind of goes into that conversation like what we was having about Van Dijk earlier. With nobody could talk to Kante when he was at his peak.
No, I
He
hear
was
that.
just
I hear that.
He was just the
Rodri-
best box to box
don't
DM
know,
midfielder or whatever you wanted to call him. He was sensational.
I will
used
say
to-
this
I used
though.
to
This
fear Kante every time we played against him.
now Kante was a madman. Kante was a madman, but I think
For
I
about
feel
3
like
years in a
Rodri's more
row,
clutch.
I think it
Rodri's
was
more
3 or
clutch.
4 years in a row. Kante was absolutely unplayable.
Look what he did at Leicester, bruv. Look what he did.
I know.
He made Drinkwater get to England and Chelsea. Drinkwater he should be naming his child N'Golo, bro. His son should be
that's
N'Golo and
crazy,
his
innit?
daughter
It's
should
mad.
be called Kante, bro. Like
It's
N'Golo
mad.
put him on a new level.
Listen, if we get either of them, well, listen, be a mad thing.
AJ says positional balance or firepower for our 11. Positional balance. I think we've got plenty of firepower throughout the team.
We do have enough firepower.
No, I think he means which one, like the either or conversation we had before about pace and power or thing. It's like which one would you rather
positional
have?
balance or
Positional
fire.
balance. Positional balance, we win the league in a boring fashion. Firepower, we lose the league in an exciting
In an amazing fashion, innit?
Yeah. Been there, done that.
Big at H, my man said Kante could lock up an asteroid.
For real. Oh, Kante, bro, what was the quote they used to say? They used to say, like, 70% of the world is water and the rest is covered by Kante or something like that. That's
something like that.
like, when you get quotes like that, that's mad. Kai says only Spurs can see two girls and no raw.
Rotted.
Kai, man. Joe A says Kai is 100. Just list the top DMs of the past 20 years. You won't find pace and power. Reading of the game and positioning has always been essential to DM.
No, but a lot of those players who were in that top thing had good enough physical stats, though. That's the difference.
I think they had average, bro. H says, need to stop this Darwin hatred in my business, in my opinion. He is a fan favorite, full stop. Drift, remember people in this chat and Twitter wanted Verge and Salah sold. Yeah, that's very true.
They did. I mean, that's the thing as well. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I can't see how I'm wrong with what I see. And even in our own community, I see the Darwin criticism going way over the top. So even if we take away Twitter and all the other points of the world, even just within our own community, I see a lot of the Darwin slander go a bit over the top. I do. That's why I'm really shocked at that poll, and I hope everybody voted right rather than to just make me look like I'm wrong in this conversation.
But is that the case? Are you in an echo chamber with who you're following and who you see then, Drift? Because I'll be honest, I see it the other way. I see a lot of over the top Darwin love.
I could be. And you know what Twitter's like with the algorithm. Maybe they just keep showing me all the hate. You could be right, but I also see it in this community.
Focus on the hate, you know, because
but I see it in the community. I see a lot of slander.
You see it in the community, but every poll we've done on Nunez, or every time we spoke about Nunez, resoundingly has been more positive than negative. Resoundingly.
Well, if that's the case, what I would like to hope then, or I'd like to ask the people who do back Nunez, is to just be a little bit more vocal, because the people who hate him,
bro.
No, they might be louder in a poll, but I mean, generally speaking, it seems like his haters are louder right now.
I read the comments after shows, bro. I get cooked when I speak about. I'm gonna get cooked in the comments of this show today. I know I am.
I doubt it. It will be me.
Go back and have a look, bro. Go back and have a look. I could actually name accounts. I could call them out if I wanted to right now, who I know are going to be on my neck.
Yeah, no, but that's a couple individuals. I mean, generally speaking,
bro, I go through the comments, bro. I see it regularly. Like,
I hear that.
Chokey says, I hate Nunez that day. Tomorrow he's my number 9.
Them one's there, you know.
Oh, so he's just basically admitting that he's doing the flip-flop thing.
No, he's saying he hates Nunez because of the chances he missed. But the next day he wakes up, he's like, yeah, that's my number 9. We're cool again.
So go back to it.
You're reading it wrong.
Yeah, you're reading it wrong. That's not flip-flopping. Flip-flopping is like...
That's emotion, bro.
That's not flip-flop, bro.
I thought he said hate him today, love him tomorrow, which sounds like flip-flopping, but fair enough.
Because you hate him because he's missed a chance.
He's missed a chance, but he still loves him because that's his striker, isn't it? That's what he's saying.
That's still my number 9. Peterson says all the Nunez talk is because we didn't win and he missed huge chances. Before that game, we were all on his side. We live too much on the moment. Bro, you lot did the post-match after the Bournemouth game that I don't think I could do. How many comments were there saying, where's Cal? After he scored that winner.
No, I don't think there was any, was there?
I saw it.
No, I think there was. There might have been a few, maybe. Bro. There might have been a few, I think.
Peterson says, on the bigger picture, I have no doubt he's the guy. Isti says, even more important question, is this Liverpool team the most good-looking Prem team ever? You'd have to ask the people who look into that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not really the one to judge that.
Yeah.
Peterson says, saw rivals who would kill to have Darwin Nunez, even a Real Madrid fan.
No, I hear that. Obviously, it depends. People are going to say a lot, innit? Difference of opinion, man. Difference of opinion.
Indeed, it is indeed. What are we today? Tuesday. We'll probably be
Tuesday.
Back tomorrow, innit?
Tomorrow
for the Europa game.
Preview, and obviously you got the game. Yeah, then the game actually on Thursday. Then stay tuned for potentially something on Friday.
Yeah,
and then obviously
Sunday.
you got the game on Sunday. So yeah.
H, who's worse? Cal with Gerrard, Drifty Nunez, Matt Ibu. It's probably me. I'd name my kid Stevie. It's probably me. I'll hold my hands up.
People will probably say me and Nunez, but
if I call my kid Stevie, and that's not even his
No, they might say me, Ibu, you know. I'm not sure.
Nah, I don't quite think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen one already. I've seen someone say, yeah, see that Matt with Thiago and Ibu. See, I told you.
They even added in Thiago. Maybe.
I definitely would have said Matt if it was Naby. I don't think I've seen anyone back someone like that.
I disagree. I know we banter Matt a lot, but he did call out some of Naby's nonsense as well.
That's what I'm saying. I actually did, but people forget that.
How he did in the 4th year, but not the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd year.
Wow. Wow. That's like you and Divock Origi, right?
It is.
That's true.
It is. It's
there's sorry. Or did I say the name wrong? Dejan Lovren.
Or Henderson.
No, I just didn't like the fact that Lovren started to get over slewed. I hated it. The abuse for Lovren became too much. That's why
Drifty was Team Henderson, Mane, Lovren.
Oh yeah.
Origi.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Gomez.
Yeah. I don't think not as bad, but the other 4. Yeah, but Gomez is there actually.
And Klopp.
Yeah. Even Klopp as well. I tried to think Carl, you didn't really.
I told you I'm in love with the badge, you man. I told you.
I'm
all about the bird, bro.
There's no current players that I can think of that you were like.
I'm all about the bird, bro.
Is there not one player, people?
No, but we all know that there's a little bit of Captain Sparrow in Cal. So
there's a lot, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'll tell you guys straight. My favorite players are Alisson, Salah, Trent, Thiago. I think I'm probably gonna end up naming Matip. There's bare players I like. You
didn't say Szoboszlai. Wow.
No, I did say Didn't I say Szoboszlai?
You didn't.
Oh no, Sob's there as well. Come on, bro. You know Szoboszlai.
I thought we would have said him first. That's why. But maybe because you're doing.
Alisson's probably my favorite player. Alisson's probably my current. Yeah, bruv. But bruv, I don't think you man realize what our lives would be if we had Onana, De Gea
No, be
recently,
mad.
Ramsdale.
Oh yeah, Bobby. No,
Raya.
but Bobby was but do you know? I will say this to
He was
Carl's
the
credit.
first. He was the first. He was the
Only
first day we
towards the
should move him
end
on.
you started not turn, but you were like, nah, I think
No,
you
I never
might
turned.
have to.
I never turned.
No, not turn. Oh, see.
No,
I never turned. See,
That's still my
Bobby.
guy.
How can we forget Bobby? Yeah,
But remember, who was the first to say I think we should let Bobby go? That was me.
and I was the first person to say Naby should go.
I mean, some would say that's turning.
No, I
said Naby should go.
I'm in love with
after-
the bird, bro. The bird. I'm in love with the bird. The bird comes first, bro.
How you in love with Pause Coutinho?
Yeah, I was. But what did he
Coutinho.
do? What did he do? He did wrong to the bird, bro. He did wrong to the bird. If you wrong the bird, it's done.
Coutinho, you know.
People are saying you just get over exes too quick, Cal.
No, you don't. This is what I'm saying. You lot are getting it wrong. Those are my side pieces. This is my main chick. She knows every now and again I like to step out, but who am I coming home to? You think I'm staying out for the night? No,
that's
man.
the main thing. That's the main thing.
We have an agreement. I may step out here or there, but you see her. She's the one I'm buying gifts for at Christmas. She's the one I'm going to bed with every night. She's the one I'm marrying and having kids with. All these other ones is just a little fun here or there. The bird's what lives on forever. It's the badge. I'm in love with the badge. And that means anyone is on the chopping block because of the badge. It is what it is. Call me Jada and call the badge 2-pack. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is.
Oh no.
Yeah, the badge made me say it. What now? The badge made me say it. You know why? Because the badge was about to get an upgrade. The badge made me say it.
If you do any more of those bird calls, I'm gonna think Young Money's in the building, bro.
Young Money, you know.
Nah, people. If you haven't already, do smash that like button. As we said, we'll be back tomorrow, so make sure you switch on the notification bell. Also, follow us on social media just in case we have any updates there as well. Matt Drift, anything you want to say to the people before we say hasta la vista?
Boy, listen, people. Let's just get this win on Thursday.
Sorry. Hey, said Lovren could score 3 own goals in the Champions League final. Bro, he's doo-doo at Klopp live on there. Drifty with excuses saying he didn't sleep well.
Drifty will do the whole. Do you know what it's like to have pasta in the morning? That's my favorite one. Pasta in the morning, blood. That's all I can
Matt, I dare you to eat pasta at 6 a.m., bro.
Nah, you ain't catching me eating pasta at 6 in the morning. I would have said, bro, that's mad. But these men are tuned to do that.
Sahil says, last player I loved was Stevie G and Torres. After Torres, I didn't love any of them. He broke me. I'd probably say that's me as well, you know.
I thought that was me. I thought that was me until Coutinho.
I hear that, man.
Yeah, Coutinho hurt different as well. But seeing Gerrard leave and have him to do his post-match interview on the pitch against Crystal Palace after losing 3-1, that was, bro. I fought back the tears that day. And the only reason I didn't cry is because it was in front of the missus, and then I'd have an expectation from her to cry at certain events and that, which I'm not going to do. I can't cry on demand, bro. Like, she's going to be sitting there expecting me to cry when the babies are born, and I'm just not going to cry about it. But the Gerrard one, I was choked up, bro. Pause.
No, you know what? The only time I've actually been physically choked up, watching Liverpool in the last however many times, it was Alisson's goal against West Brom, and then all of the emotion that came with that. That was mad. That was mad. Like that was probably more the empathy of him losing his dad and stuff like that. And I think if he just scored that goal without the personal stuff, it would have just been joy. But because of what happened with his dad, it became the raw emotion of the whole thing. Like that was mad. I remember that. I got a little bit watery eyed. got a bit watery-eyed over that one.
Kai says you're
No, I hear
all
that.
managers for a season. Cal has 13-14 with prime Stevie. Drift has 18-19 with prime Mane, and Matt has prime Thiago 21-22. Who wins the league? It's not
Me,
gonna
I think I've got the better team.
Yeah, it's
Well,
not going to be
just
me. My defense is shocking.
It wouldn't be me. I think it'd be Drift because remember, Drift's already won. Ooh, no, that would have seen. No, I'm gonna say.
Although what I will say though,
Mane.
guys, are we sleeping on the fact that Prime? So he's basically asking 2005 Gerrard in the Suarez, Sturridge, and Sterling season. I'm not gonna lie, it could make everything a lot more of a different conversation.
All right, so I ask you one question then: is that Gerrard good enough to play without a DM? Because he won't be the DM anymore. With Sacco, Colo, Mignolet, Flanagan.
No, but Cal, what you could have done though is, I'm not saying it would 100% work, but you
We'll
could
win
have
a
done
cup,
it.
but we ain't winning the
You
league.
could have put somebody who wasn't really that good defensively there, like
been
Henderson or
It'd
Joe
been
Allen.
It'd be Lucas.
But then you're playing Gerrard with Coutinho behind that front three.
And Sterling. Don't forget Sterling was a problem that season as well. And
Yeah, that's
Sturridge
what I'm
was
saying. So
horrible.
you've got that front three, and then you'd have Gerrard and Coutinho playing behind them as the eights. So yeah, Joe Allen or Henderson wouldn't have been great, but I still think they could have done a job that would have, for the exceptional talent Gerrard would have been offering. Henderson in the six would have probably been good enough to probably still try and win the league that year if it was prime Gerrard.
I had Ali Sissoko and John Flanagan as my left backs.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Alice is so.
No, but Cal, we came within one game of winning it. So if you had a prime Gerrard, we'd probably do win the league that
It
year.
came within one game of winning it, not against one of these teams that's on the screen, bro. Because 18-19 and 21-22 would have smoked those leagues.
Yeah. No, I still agree, but I'm just
for
saying, I
real.
think prime Gerrard in that team would have been an absolute problem, though.
It would have been a problem from an attacking standpoint. For defense, but Mignolet, you both got Alisson Becker. You've both got Virgil van Dijk.
Do you know what? With the prime Thiago,
Robbo Trent.
it could work, you know. Could work.
Robbo Trent.
Man said prime Thiago.
So 21-22 was the year we nearly won the quad, right?
Yeah.
So if you've got injury-free prime Thiago for all 38 of those games, that's a problem still.
It's a problem, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's a problem.
It's a problem.
It's a major
It's a
problem.
problem. Prime.
That quad chasing team with a 38 game Thiago, that's a problem.
All right, but here's the thing though: 18-19 got more points than that quad chasing team.
That is very true. That's true.
It did, but I think it was because
and they won the Champions League.
I think it was because at that time
and they won the Champions League.
Would you arguably say Mane was already in his prime in 18-19?
Yeah,
so it's kind of like
no, but Cal, what you got to remember is the quad chasing season was 63 games in total. So it was probably a bit harder to get as high of a points tally in the league when you're chasing all those other competitions at the same time.
Maybe.
18-19, didn't we go out of the FA Cup and the League Cup quite early?
Yes, we did, I believe.
Yeah, so we did only have the two big ones to chase.
I think
we didn't have the extra games, so yeah.
Joe, if you could send your super chat again, I don't think I've missed any, but if you could send it again, that'd be appreciated, bro. Chucky, am I saying it right? Is it Choky? Is it Chucky? Let me know, please, bro. Wanted to show my appreciation. Yeah, my first video was Drift Rant on Carrius. and see the channel grow to where it is now is incredible. We're lucky we got a channel after that rant still.
Man thought it was over, bro.
Big up, bro. I'm not gonna lie, a couple of my boys hollered at me. They were like, bro, you're gonna get cancelled. You gotta take that down.
Cancelled, bro. You could have got arrested.
Man said YouTube would have pressed charges, bro.
Yeah, you could have done time, bro. Cancelled would have been the least of your worry.
Yeah, it's nice, man.
Bro.
Yeah.
And imagine that. I forgive Carriers.
You say that through gritted teeth, bro. Bro,
No,
if
I forgive
You would
him.
never forgive Carrius, bro.
I'll
No,
be
I
honest,
forgive
yeah.
him. I
You see, if
forgive
we
him.
saw Carrius on a night out, I would physically drag you to the ground, bro, and tell security get on.
He's
I'd put
armed.
I'd quickly put you in a Kimura and I'd be like, security, get here now. I can't hold him for much longer. Get
It
now.
would be very difficult to watch him live his best life after what he did to us.
So
But
you
I
ain't
forgive
forgiving
him.
him.
I have forgiven him. No,
You
I
wouldn't
have.
forgive him. All right, what would you do if you on a night out he just went something like, you know what? See Liverpool? Yeah, the way they treated me, I don't even care about the Champions League final.
No, but now we're doing. That's a lot, man. That's a lot.
Yeah, but so the night
That's-
out, innit? He's had a
that's
couple
a
of drinks.
lot.
He might
That's a
start
lot.
speaking, innit?
That's a lot. That's a
I'm
lot.
just saying, bro. You ain't forgiving him.
After what he did, he can't say that.
You don't speak about man like that and say you forgive him.
Yeah.
I do. I do.
Nah,
I
nah.
forgive him.
He's meant to be saying he forgives you, bro. that's what we're missing there.
Well, no, but he didn't hear it in the end.
He
Remember?
probably heard it, bro.
He
The
probably
No,
one-
he
heard it.
didn't hear it in the end. He doesn't
You
know.
probably
Man.
heard it, bro.
And you know what, Carrius, big man thing. I beg you a forgiveness, bro, because bygones be bygones and all that.
All I'm saying, bro, the first time I met you, do you realize I didn't mention his name around you, bro? I saw that Rent video. I weren't about to trigger your emotion, bro.
Bro. Yeah,
No,
100.
no, here's the mad thing as well, yeah, is that I have no physical evidence, so we just have to run with it was only me, right? But I was in the same room as Matt before I filmed that. And do you not think what I said he weren't saying off camera?
What are you talking about?
what you think it was
Nah,
only
not like
me?
that. Not like that, bro.
You
Not
think
like
it was
that.
only me?
Nah,
Hey, speak
nah.
up, bro.
Hold on. What we doing here? No, what we doing here though? This is what we do. What Drift said was different to what I was saying, bro. Way different.
I know, bro. I've seen you when you've lost your rag, Matt.
No, obviously I was annoyed, but what, bruv?
All I'm gonna say, I'm gonna just use one example. Car park.
I'll use another example.
Hold on. What?
After work
Car
drinks.
park, bro. Car park.
After
Remember
work
someone
drinks.
Someone was trying it with me in the car park. Two people were trying it with me in the car park. At yours.
Matt, do you remember that time when you went for drinks after work? Yeah.
What? Hold on, say that again. What said that? Which
That time when you went for drinks after work. You know what I'm talking about.
Bro, honestly, I don't remember, you know.
Play innocent. It's fine.
No, honestly, bro. I'm trying to think. No, there was one. No, do
You
know
ended
what
up outside the club.
What?
He's playing innocent. It's all cool. It's all cool.
No,
We know
honestly,
you-
bro, I genuinely don't remember.
All we know
This
is
one.
you keeping your cool is
No,
not
no.
always
I can keep my cool.
guarantee.
All right, think of it like this. Didn't I keep my cool that time
Think of one now.
Yeah, you can't think of it.
for your birthday? For your birthday.
Yeah, after about 4 or 5 people calming you down, yeah.
What do you mean? No. Wait there. Hold on. No one had to restrain me.
I mean,
I walked outside.
yeah,
I
no,
said I was gonna walk
no,
outside and get
Matt, that's
fresh
a lie.
air.
That's a lie. 2 people had to.
I
That's a
walked
lie.
out, no, because I walked
That's a
outside
lie.
and went fresh air.
That's
So
a
I'm
lie.
going. You said where you going? I said I'm going to get fresh air. And
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
walked outside.
that was after a
just
few
walked
people.
outside.
Look, anyway, let's not air the dirty laundry. You're a
Many
lot
people were saying
harder.
I was hungry. Innit? I'm just hungry, man.
No,
I'm not even angry. I just get hungry. That's all it is, people. I just get
No,
hungry.
we'd eaten still. Sometimes it makes it worse because it gives him energy.
Trust me when I say I'm the calmest one out of all these 3, but you wouldn't think that, people.
No,
I'm
no.
telling you.
I'm
Nah,
definitely
100%.
the calmest out of us,
The-
please. Let's not-
You
100%.
you are
Bruv, you are chatting the most.
I'd say
Actually, I just remember something though, Cal. You see the car park? How was you carrying on, Cal?
Exactly.
this isn't about
Huh?
me. Though. No, this
What?
isn't about me.
Hold on.
I'm the calmest out of all of us.
No, you're not, Cal.
I am. It's just when I
No.
lose it, I probably lose it worse than all of
Bruv, when I think about it now, you lost it in the car park. 100%.
Yeah, I did. But a lot happened before you even got there.
Oh,
So
yeah.
So you saw me at my worst.
Because I was like, raw. I remember thinking to myself, how can it escalate so quick?
Yeah, you saw me at my worst, but that had been going on for about a couple minutes before that. So
Yeah.
it
I
was getting
remember.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it takes me way more than a couple of minutes to get over the edge. That's what I'm saying. Cal is more
No,
quick tempered than me.
you're
100%.
lying, bro. You're lying.
No,
bro.
to be fair, when everyone's mad, everyone's just mad, isn't it? But in terms of tolerance level,
It's definitely me.
I've got the
nah,
most tolerance.
I don't. It's either you or Carl, maybe, but I don't
I've definitely got the most tolerance.
Matt, how many times have I been the voice of reason and calmed you down? I've lost count, bro.
Calm, you make it sound like I'm some madman. What's wrong with you? Like, people, I ain't no madman, you know. You know me already. I just laugh and joke, bro. I'm calm.
Depends what stage of the night it is. Still.
No, I'm calm still, but boy, what I'm saying is everyone loses their temper, in it. Like everyone's normal, in it. Everyone's, you know what I'm saying?
I think I'm the calmest, but I also know once I lose my temper, I'm the worst to be around.
Yeah.
But I think it takes me a lot.
Yes.
It takes a lot for me to lose my temper, I think. To the point where I want to do something I shouldn't do.
Nah, someone said, Matt, you cooked the chat because you couldn't find the Carabao Cup draw.
You did still.
Bro, it was. Yeah,
I watched that as well. Still, I was like,
You was clarting up a few people.
Nah, bro. See, that you run with the narrative, man.
Bro, it's not a narrative, bro.
Nah,
I
it's the
saw
narrative,
it,
bro. It's the narrative.
If you think people want to go back and watch
in the comments,
if you think Drift is calm, oh my gosh, bro,
he's not
100%.
All you have to do is see him when we're watching games, bro.
100%.
This is what I'm trying to say.
No.
You're thinking people are not seeing how people think about it in the football. Who loses their temper the fastest? Like something annoys you, like annoys.
Yeah, but you lot got to remember that football's the only thing that gets me like that.
Oh, here we go.
Lying, bro.
Yeah, it's only the football, mate. Yeah, that's the footy.
No, it is. It is.
Don't
100%.
play that chestnut, blood.
100%.
Pause.
100%.
Joe A says, I
I'll
asked
be
you
honest,
the top DMs and how many of them had pace and power versus intelligence and power. There's more intelligence off the top of my head. Makalele, I would say, had pace and power and intelligence.
Imran, you know, Matt angry with Ben Asher and he don't even know why. That says it all.
That's actually true. That's actually true.
I'm not angry with Ben Askren. I just said I'll fight him. There's a difference.
I'm a Don King the hell out of that, you know.
In a boxing match. Let me rephrase that. In a boxing match.
Yeah.
But I'll fight him.
That's why
in a boxing.
I'm stay quiet on these subjects because I said I might be the one who meets these people one day. And if one of them rolls up on me, I'm going to be the one who gets punched up and go viral while my face is plastered all over a floor somewhere.
Bro,
no,
football
but you want to know?
Sorry, guys,
cool,
look at Drift is Latin in real life, a villain. Step on his shoe and a man slaps you.
100%.
No. I've never slapped someone for stepping on my shoe. Never.
Drift.
I've never done that.
What happens when you go on just like local transport? Say you went on a bus or a train. You call people like barge into and stuff. You're right.
No.
Yeah? You blessed.
Oh, right. A couple people have been clarted up for that, but it depends what the situation is. It depends what the situation
who's the calmest. For me, it's Matt.
It
no, big
depends.
like Nino. Nino knows it's me. I'm the calmest. Big man.
Plus, you got to remember that's also incited by me being claustrophobic. It's a bit different. Like, what are you in my area for? It's different, but like, not just randomly stepping on my shoe. Nah.
Hate says Carl goes MMA training, goes to little car parks for beef.
I haven't done any training in a while.
But the fact that you go training says, yeah.
The fact that I did go training.
I think you still do. You just don't go.
Like riding a bike, though, you don't lose it.
Of course you do, bro.
And let me guess, you were just going training for the sake of it, or was you going training to learn to do? Yeah.
I was going to defend myself if I need to, isn't it?
Yeah, because
I made no bones.
Things could get violent, things could get violent real quick.
Yeah, like I've got a family and friends to protect if I need to, bro. I've got to try and prepare myself as best as possible.
Carl went that extra step further. Man said, you know what? If this all kicks off, I'm taking everybody out.
But I I'll be real, bro.
Bro.
Yeah, I would. If someone breaks into my house right now, bro, I'm gonna aim to take everything.
No, of course, if someone breaks into the yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100.
I've always said if someone started me on the street, then I just defend
Football
myself.
Gospel did ask a question though. He said defend or attack. Which is it?
What?
He's just saying in general because you think
I don't defend. I'd never start a fight anyway.
Ah, fair play.
Oh, absolutely not. I look down on people who start fights with people for the sake of it.
No, 100%. Yeah, you can't be doing that. That's just a mazza, just walking around and looking for fights.
Absolutely,
that's just crazy.
Like, I've had occasions when I've seen people try and do that sort of stuff.
I don't like that type of thing, bro. I don't like that type of thing. I'll be honest with you.
Bullying, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I hate that type of thing. I'll be honest with you.
Miss me out with that, man.
Trust.
Yeah. No.
I'm definitely the calmest though.
You're not, bro.
I am.
You're not, bro.
It takes longer to wind me up than it does you.
Lies,
no,
bro.
No, we know. This is what I'm saying, bro.
Who are you saying this to? Yourself or like who?
People? Just going off our personas. You know who it is. Going off our personas.
But
they know who it
is the only thing that gets me that way. In real life, outside of football, I'm definitely the one it takes longer to annoy out of us three.
Bruv, I've been on the phone to you when you've been driving, bro.
I'm not gonna speak on.
Yeah, but you can't just have random scenarios, bro. We're talking about in general.
I've got random scenarios, bro.
There's a lot of stuff that's happened. You ain't the calmest, fam.
I am, man. I am.
Just Lab says, Dad reminds me of my immigrant dad. Careful stepping. I'm guessing that must mean drift. Reminds me of my immigrant dad.
Yeah,
careful stepping. Yeah. Facts. It's facts. But when
I
we were at your
definitely
house,
think I'll be the most disciplinarian when it comes to kids. So yeah, maybe that part's true.
Probably. Although I get in trouble all the time. You're too harsh on the boy. You're too harsh on them. No.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
It's what it is, man.
I
have to be, man. I've got to make sure. I've got to do as much as I can to make sure they are good citizens. So
100, you have to, bro. Likewise.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? We'll leave it to the people in the chat. Who's the calmest of the three, and who's not?
But these lot don't see me outside football, so it's not fair.
But they don't see none of us outside of football.
Exactly.
They can only go by our persona.
But I do. See you lot outside of football.
But we see you outside of football.
We see it. Shimron says Cow is Ghost, Drift is Tommy, and Matt's 50 Cent.
No, but that just means I'm on smoke all day, every day, bro.
But so is Drift. Tommy's always on smoke as well.
When I think about it, Tommy might
no.
you know, Tommy tries to take out his own bread. Remember?
If you lot are being honest, take away the fact that like the drug dealing and all that stuff, because we don't do any of that. But if you're just talking about the personas, let's be honest, it's more Cow's Tommy and I'm Ghost.
What?
All right, Matt. If I said to you, if I said to you, who do you think got the angriest about a scenario out of Cow and Drift? And then the person said, "Oh, what's the scenario?" And they said, "He said something about your cousin." Which one of us will be the one that will be Tommy in that scenario out of me and Cow?
I'm defending my family. I think
which one of us would take it the furthest?
Depends what they said, really.
Matt knows this, Cow. Matt knows this, Cow.
I'm also calculated in the way I do my stuff if I need to.
Yeah, maybe in that. But then I know other scenarios though, which I can't say. But like,
Drift's resting face scares me.
Remember, think about it. Other scenarios that you both would deal with things differently. It depends on the scenario. It honestly depends on the scenario. It depends on the scenario.
What I will give Shimran a big up for is if he's talking about my loyalty, because Tommy's the most loyal in the whole of power. There's no one more loyal than Tommy in power.
That's what you saying. I'm just on just no one. Like,
Hold on, did you say
No,
Tommy's
no,
the
I'm
most
just saying that's
loyal
the
in power?
comparison with Tommy that I will take. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Forget about the other stuff. I'm saying that's the comparison with Tommy I will take.
Did you try take him out for a bit though? Obviously, they kind of no
Tommy also
spoilers.
did
People
the
ain't
Holly,
seen
innit? Like, Tommy's
Bruh.
definitely the wildest one of the bunch.
He's the wildest.
Nah, he's
Tommy-
not wilder than 50.
No, he is.
No, he is,
I'll
bro.
tell you what
Who,
it is.
Kanan?
He's more
Yeah.
unpredictable.
Come on,
No,
Kanan
Kanan's
killed his own
crazy all
son.
the time, so you know what to
Kanan,
expect
yeah,
from him.
you know what to expect, Kanan, but Tommy is
Tommy could be
like
smiling
so
Kanan
mad.
killed
Yeah.
his own son.
Yeah, no, but I'm
Kanan
saying
killed his own
but
son.
he's on crud
Nah,
all
but-
the time, innit? Whereas Tommy could be smiling with you, and the next second he's got you round the neck.
Bro, he
No,
tried
but
to
Tommy
kill
only-
Ghost how many times, bro?
Tommy only does something to someone who's done him something. He's not just out here whiling.
That's me then. That's who I am.
That's what I said.
No, but
I
you
said
made it
you're
out like
Tommy and I'm Ghost.
I don't like the fact that I'm Kanan, man.
you ain't Ghost, man.
No, man, nah. I'm flipping.
I don't actually think any of us are Ghosts, to be
I don't know. Do you remember season 1? Roller
fair. Yeah.
got killed by Ghost. Roller was just blessed, didn't he? He was just doing his thing and then he got killed. Yeah.
Nina
as long
says,
as none of us are Tariq.
no,
For real, no.
on that. Nino says carries hope, but only his voice changes when he gets angry. I'm not hope, man. I'm not. I am very calm. Do you know how many people have met me from the channel? And I'm calm. I am so chilled.
No, in a good moment, 100% you're the most friendly, nice one out of all of us. 100%. I agree with that.
Like I'm chill,
But
man.
we're talking about in the negative moment.
Yeah. But I think I'm allowed to be like that because
No, of course, there's nothing wrong with it.
yeah, because
But you're
if
still
someone's done
you're still
something
probably
like-
the biggest crazy one out of us three in the bad moment.
Nah.
It could be between you and Matt. I'm not gonna lie. It depends. I remember one time Matt scared me.
What? But this is I know. This stop the cap.
No,
bro.
no.
Stop the cap, bro.
No. I remember.
This guy scared him. Stop the cap, bro. Stop. No.
New Year's,
New Year's. What about
we were
New Year's?
outnumbered, and I thought to myself, "Here we go." And to be honest with you, your aggression level was so high that even they backed down, and I was like, "Wow, this is mad." Still, we've actually got out of this,
I
and we're
swear now,
outnumbered.
Drift is making up these stories. But I don't. What?
This is what I'm
Sure.
saying, man. This was
Sure,
so
it's
basically
New
you
Year's.
black out when you're that angry. You black out, man.
Exactly.
These stories are so crazy, bro. Just the best storyteller, because I this has never happened. What story
I'll
is
write
this?
a book and let everyone know.
Bro, you gotta stop the cap.
Um,
This guy's making up these scenarios, you know, bro.
H says, if someone was disrespectful, I think you'd all be on job, but on the spectrum. Drift will be the calmest. Matt would steal your dinner, and Cal would put up with AK. I wouldn't.
Matt would steal your
I
dinner.
wouldn't. God knows I wouldn't. I would address it, but I wouldn't go that far.
This is what I mean, man. See, people just think I just want to steal food, blood.
I can't believe you guys think Drift's this calm. I'm shocked.
It's
I
mad, innit?
am.
All you
No,
have to
bro.
do is look at our watch-alongs. Let a decision go against Liverpool, and you see how mad it gets.
That's football. Football's
Nah,
different.
bruv. You can
Football's
see
different.
the personalities are there, fam.
Football's
They're
different.
right in front of
innit?
you. They're right in front of you.
Football's different.
We are everywhere. Says Nunez has a big game trait in FM. Madrid, Barca, Man U, Man City, Arsenal, Brazil, Bayern, Live. He is box office. His aura is only second to VVD. Salah's got more aura than Nunez.
Yeah, what? I didn't even know about this.
So
Big
is
game
Allison.
trait.
I do agree that Nunez is a big game player, though.
Yeah, he is absolutely.
Yeah, 100.
But I'd also
So
argue
Salah.
there's other big game players in the team as well.
Yeah, like Virgil's a big game player.
Virgil is. I'd say Jota's a big game player as
Yeah,
well.
Yeah. Ali is as well.
Out of our players,
Salah, we've actually got quite a lot of big game players. It's kind of how we made our name.
Facts.
well, big up everyone.
There we go. Thank you, Abdus. What a way to end the show. Watch the channel for years. Drift definitely not the calmest.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Like I said, this is football. It's different. It's different.
It's so sad. Drift one of a shape between his toes right now.
You know, toes, Jeez and Pete.
I'm like the raid.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my days.
Here's how everybody will know that I'm definitely the calmest out of all of us. Look, we was having a conversation about horror movies, and you lot said people getting their heads chopped off isn't even a horror. That's how regular you man find violence.
All right, but doesn't mean we'd go and do it though.
No, but that's different. That's like, yeah, bruv, come
No,
on.
no,
man.
but what I'm saying is, for your mindset to be like, that's not horror. What, somebody getting his head chopped off? That's a minor. I mean,
we never said it was a minor. We were just trying to say,
did
we're
say
trying
it
to
was a
find
You're
gore.
changing the narrative, bro. You're
no,
changing
Matt,
the
no,
narrative.
Matt, you actually said, no, them thing, there's a minor, blood. You did, bruv.
No, but I'm saying it as if to say like it doesn't scare me. It doesn't scare me. Like it's more like
Well,
do you
it
get what I'm saying?
does
It's like
me.
gore. But that doesn't mean to say that I'm gonna go do these mad things.
No, I'm not saying you're going to do it. I'm saying, but you're so calm with them type of thing there.
Yeah, but my
That's-
persona's
That's
calm,
high level
bro.
violence.
That's what I'm trying to
speaking.
say. These things that you see, you're gonna me. I'm just calm. If I see them thing there, all right then. You know what I'm saying?
Alright. A little word of advice for anyone who's looking for a good film to watch. I watched Top Gun Maverick last night. Brilliant film. So if anyone's thinking of a film to watch in the next couple of days, if you haven't seen it, Top Gun Maverick, brilliant film.
I still need to watch that, you know.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Better
Better than the first one, probably. Not as much of a classic, but as an overall film, I preferred it to the first one.
Yeah, dude. Well, boys, let's wrap up there. Anything you want to add before we say good night?
Big up everyone. Apologies
big up
to anyone
everyone,
who was obviously looking for the show yesterday, but you got us tonight. So.
Trust me. Big up to everybody, man.
And bless up to you all, people. Much
Matt's the only
appreciated.
one who still ain't seen John Wick 4.
Oh, allow it, bro. Allow it, man.
Bro, Drifty.
But did you see the violence? It's just violence there already. You see what I'm saying?
No.
See them things there. All right.
You know, 300 when Butler kicks my man off the
See them violence. See that violence right there. This is what I'm saying, people. See the violence.
Says this is Sparta.
But I'm just gonna sit back and chill.
Yeah, you're gonna have
It feels good to be in Cal's position for once, where I get to say, "Hold on a minute, you haven't seen what?"
I'm usually the one who hasn't seen stuff.
No, but with the UFC, obviously, we get the side.
Oh yeah.
There was something that you lot needed to watch actually. Flip.
Hey, big
Alice,
up to everyone in the
Alice
chat.
from Borderland.
Big up to everyone in the chat who knows. Yeah,
Alice from Borderland. If anybody's seen it, big series. You lot need to watch that. You know, Alice from Borderland.
Killers of the Flower Moon. Is that a film
Kinda
or a
like,
series, Jammer?
Alice on Borderland is cold. It's a bit like thingy, Squid Game.
Have you
Kinda.
watched the Rated 18 podcast, boys?
No, I haven't.
With Kane Brown and Christopher Savage.
No, I haven't.
No.
Boys. When and you know what? I tell you what the beauty of it is. I've done a little bit of work with Kane Brown before. How he's on the podcast is exactly how he's in real life. You see that podcast there? Elite.
Is it like about just normal life type
It's
scenario?
just life, but it's just funny. They're comedians in it, but it's hilarious. Like I'm talking belly laughing throughout. Some of the way they break stuff down, you'll be belly laughing. It's brilliant.
Aye, this is so true. Big up football gossiper each and every time. More people
Scores.
voted than they've
Can't
hit
beat
the like button. Come
Oh.
on, guys.
That's mad.
Come on, guys. Smash that like button, man. Come on, man. It's a disgrace.
That's mad still.
But people, until we see you tomorrow, well, today, later on today, have a fantastic rest of the day, night, or evening, wherever you are. Stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kopish and we're out, people. Big up.
Stay calm.
Big up, Jam. Big up. I see you.
Don't get angry. Stay calm.
The evil
Don't be
laugh,
like
bro.
Stay calm.